All right. Should be able to hear me now. All right, so we're running a little bit behind. It's been kind of crazy week, if y'all know. It's been a little stressful, but you know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. All right, so let's see what do we got going on here tonight. Trying to figure out what I'm going to put out. So how's everybody doing? How is everybody's week? I've had an interesting week, I'll just say that, but I am glad to be here to do the live stream and the giveaway tonight. We are doing a giveaway in case you guys didn't know. So there we go. I've had to kind of do a little bit of everything in the house, which is okay. I mean, not everything, because I've got great family who's been helping out, so it's really awesome. But, you know, with the boys, I've got to take care of my sons, so that's always important. What else do I got out here? Let's put a couple other things. Since I did the review of this one this week, I might as well put that one out there, right? That's definitely worthwhile. I always like to have this one out. Oh, and one more. We will do... How much room do we have up there? Do we have enough room for a couple up there? Yeah, we do. How about that? We'll do that, and then we'll do this. All right, there we go. That gives us a few knives there to look at. It's just the desktop knives. So, all right, just getting set up. You guys seeing this in the actively trying to get ready. I had to take one of my sons to his ag barn because he's an FFA, and so I have a son who's an FFA, and he has a lamb, and her name is Sage, and we have to go feed her, and he had to go take care of her. So lost a little bit of time there getting ready, but that's okay because, you know, family's first. But I am here, and I hope you guys are okay with me kind of getting all set up as we get along here. So let me say hello to everybody. All right, so we got Joshua. Welcome this evening, Joshua. Appreciate you being here. All right, I'm trying to read a little bit. All right, so we got Nuga Knives as well. Welcome. Ginger Fisher, welcome being here. Good evening. El Cap Attic. All right, welcome. No audio, I know, and I think we're good now if I'm catching up here. We got Nick, welcome. Just Nate, welcome. Appreciate you being here. One of the channel members. In the second month, got the yellow sticker. That's cool. Chris Hinkle, welcome, channel member. Homer Feltus, channel member, thank you. Appreciate you guys being here. Tyler Williams, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Chris, I said hello already, and I'm saying it again. And we got Burkles Cerakote. Burkles Cerakote. Sup, Burkles. I'm good, man. Thank you. Colby Vanable. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Welcome. Appreciate you being here tonight. We got Jordan Carver. Welcome. Let's see here. Who else did I not say hello to? Oh, we got a few more down here. All right. So we got Nick Groffs, EDC. Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Chad DeRoigers. Welcome. We got HD. I'm going to say Brighter 32, HDF, Brighter 32. How about we'll just say HDF Brighter. How about that? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. We got... Nate, I've already said hello to. Chris, I've already said hello to. So hello, everybody. And let's see what we got. I'm just going to check the feed here, make sure it is loading. Are you guys seeing the video stream, I assume? Can we just confirm that real quick? Because it's not loading on my iPad. I don't know why. I might have to exit that and get out of it and close it and try that again. Let's do that here. I'm just trying to get a couple of things. This allows me to see and monitor some things as we're doing it. So I just want to make sure I've got that going. All right, there we go. Now it's loading like I need it to. Perfect. Okay. All right. Looks like the video stream's pretty good. That's awesome. That looks good, what I was hoping to see. So except for me looking down as I'm looking at it. Got 16 people in here, so welcome this evening, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let's see, did I forget anybody? Anybody new join? Chad, did I say hello to you yet? If I didn't, hello. El Cap Attic. think I don't remember saying hello, but I'm going to say hello anyways. Ground Fog, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Oh, Burkle Cerakote. Okay, so you do some Cerakoting. That's interesting. All right, we'll have to take a look at that. Yeah, definitely. Maybe after we do the giveaway, we'll, you know, because usually we hang around a little bit and we talk knives, and that's the time when we get to do that. When all the crazy knife nuts, like all of us, we like to do, just get into that. All right, so we got a Gudum, or a Go Odom, maybe. Welcome, Beaver Baron. Welcome this evening. Appreciate you being here. We are doing the giveaway tonight, so that's going to be exciting. I don't know if you saw it. I did update the link. If you guys joined and you haven't refreshed the description yet, please do, because the link is in there. It is in there now, and I'm checking on my iPad, and I definitely see the link, so I know it's there. I refreshed my YouTube session there, so we're good to go. And so you all can enter. And if you guys don't know how to enter, let's do that real quick. Let's go over the rules really quick here, all right? So, well, we'll just go over the rules real quick. So that's the first thing we'll do. For all the people here, we've got, so far, got 18 people. So just a quick, I'll do this once in the beginning, then I'll do it once as we get closer to the giveaway. Oops, it's a little reflective there. I'm ordering some matted finish so you can see that a little bit better. It's really reflecting in my light. All right, so you got to be 18 years old. If you're not 18, get somebody in your family who's 18, right? You must contact me in 7 days if you're the winner at the email address here, right? And you must provide me a valid Continental USA address. I don't care where you live, as long as I can ship it to somewhere in the USA, whether they're holding it for you or they're going to ship it to you, they bring it to you, I don't care. I need to have a valid Continental USA address. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that address in your email and cut and paste it exactly into my mailing app. So if it's wrong and it gets returned, which has happened to me once, then you forfeit the prize and it becomes part of the next giveaway. Okay, so make sure it's correct. All right, you acknowledge by contacting me, if you're the winner, that you are adhering to your state and local knife laws. That's important. You're acknowledging that. And then there's a simple, easy, quick steps to follow. They're super easy. Any of the previous winners can attest to it. Super easy to follow. And that's it. All right, that's all you got to do. Super simple. And the way you enter is the link in the description. You click on that description video. And you open up the new video. It's an entry giveaway, right? And in that entry, just like and subscribe. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to this video, would you please consider doing that? And then you leave a comment. Just make sure it's PG, 1 entry per person. You must be present to win when we do the giveaway. If you do multiple comments, I will filter out duplicates, so just 1 entry per person. Make sure it's PG so YouTube doesn't filter it out. I hate for you guys to lose or not have a chance to win because of something YouTube thought was not appropriate. So just make sure it's PG, all right? And that's it. So we'll go over that again. We're just going to kind of hang around, talk a little bit of knives, see how everybody's been doing. All right, let me see, catch up on some of the conversations here. I think everybody there. Oh, Matt D, I didn't say hello to you yet. Welcome, Matt. Welcome. Nick, did I say hello to you yet? Nick, I don't remember if I did, but if I didn't, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Hey, we just started at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That means we are 11 minutes into the live stream. About 11 minutes, I'd say. I'm going to guess. Is it 11 minutes? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's about 11 minutes, 10, 11 minutes, depending on how we're timing that. I mean, officially it says 10 minutes and 22 seconds. So, you know, I think I started it, but it didn't quite connect right away. Danny Sims, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Welcome this evening. Appreciate you being on the live stream. All right. So, you know, I don't know if you all remember what the question was this week. The question this week was, let me cheat here. I'm going to look at it here. What's your biggest knife regret not acquiring? That's what I wanted to ask everybody. What's your biggest knife regret? Knife regret. Ugh, I can't talk. Knife regret. Wow. I'm going to try that a third time. Maybe the third time is a charm. What's your biggest knife regret not acquiring or buying or getting? You know, whatever, however that worked out for you. What is that biggest knife regret for you? I'm kind of curious. Danny, I appreciate it. Yeah. So some of you guys probably saw my post, yeah, my wife was not well, and she is home, and I'm very grateful for that. It was not good, so she's home, and I'm just grateful for that. So I'll just say that she's better, and we're gonna go see some specialists. So the good news is the MRI and the CAT scan showed my biggest pink elephant worries, fears were not there. So I'm really, really, really thankful for that. It was very stressful. So there you go. That's the good news. Now we just got to get through the rest, right? Figure out and pain management and stuff. So, yeah. But you know, it makes you appreciate life. Every day is you wake up, take a breath, you have your family. No matter what it is, just be grateful. You know, appreciate each day. Friends, family, loved ones. So there you go. I appreciate that, Nick. Thank you for the prayers. I do appreciate all prayers. Absolutely believe in that. Believe in the power of prayer. Had my church praying, had friends, family praying. So, you know, whether you're into prayer or not, I respect whatever your particular position is. But for me, that's very meaningful and means a lot to me. So I'm very appreciative of that. Thank you. Maybe Harsi Plague Doctor. Oh, is that the name of a knife? I'm going to assume. All right, so Mannix 215V. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. No regrets, Nuga Knives. Man, you must have done well when you were hunting. That's awesome, man. That's super awesome. I can tell you one regret. Man, I cannot say that word tonight. That's going to be like my struggle word tonight. Regret is I was up at the knife bar, the blade bar up in Dallas or Fort Worth, and they had two Maximus, Rick Hinderer Maximus, and I had no idea how rare they were. I had no idea that, you know, seeing two in one place was rare. And from what I found out is that he makes those every 2 or 3 years, and then he doesn't. And so there's like a drought for 2 or 3 years, and he makes a very short run of it. And if you get one, you get one. So I don't know if that's changing with the more production that he's doing, because he certainly has upped the production quite a bit. But yeah, that was one that I regretted. I wish I had done it. I was on the fence for it, and I stayed on the fence too long, and I missed it. So, hey, Norman Invader, welcome. Appreciate you being here tonight. Homer Feltus, welcome, welcome. Yep, definitely hope her to be back in tip-top shape. So that is my absolute hope. Thank you. So the Harsi Plague Doctor, that makes me want to look that one up, because I don't think I've seen that one. So I'm going to go ahead and, at this point, I'm going to move some things over here. Oops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. I have my mouse over here, but I have my keyboard over to the right. It's over here on this side, and try not to, I'm using this as small keyboard. I normally have a really big keyboard, but for this, I always try to make it small because my desk is a little small. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to do, nope, that's not, oh, don't do that. Sorry for the jumping around there, but let's see. Let's look that one up. All right. I want to look that up. Scroll up a little bit. What was it called again? I think I went too far. I missed it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Harley Davidson Fat Boy Rider. Is that a name of a knife, El Captatic? I didn't see that. That sounds like an exclusive or something. Huh. I bet that was like maybe a Harley Davidson exclusive. You know, there was one that Pena X, the Mula, that was done by, oh, I can't remember, but it was red fat carbon, and it was really cool. It was all blacked out. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I wish I had had a chance to check that one out. All right, so where is that knife? I know it's right up here. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I went too far, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Where'd it go? Harley's, there it is. Harsi Plague Doctor. That's the one I want to look up. Oops. Harsi. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, it's moving on me again. Harsi Plague. I can't type either. Doctor. Oh, it's a Spartan blade. Okay, okay. Ah, okay, one of those designs. Yeah. That's cool. It's out of stock. 550. Really cool, man. Okay, all right, all right. Duck, duck, goose, yeah. All right, so let's see here. I'm regretting not being able to pre-order the Jetstream. Everyone go, pre-order the Jetstream. The Jetstream. That sounds familiar. Is that, what's his name's knife? I'm Tempest Knives, yes. Okay, that's the Jetstream. You know, I was talking to him, and I think that Jetstream. Now, I don't know if you guys see this, but look at it a little bit. I don't think he. When I asked him, he'd never thought of it, and he thought, I guess I could sort of see that, because I asked him about it. I said it has the sort of a look of a little bit like a conic, like a baby conic, right? Like a offspring baby conic or something, doesn't it? A little bit. So let's go look at that. The one that I like the most, I think, is going to be this one right here. That's my favorite design. So it has a little bit look of the baby conic. Okay, I mean, I know it's not. I mean, right? This is a great budget knife. Look, what is this 154? I think this 154 cm steel on this one. Where is it? Yeah, 154 cm steel. It's an 8-inch overall blade, which is really great. And 154 steel is a good steel. 4.5-inch handle, so plenty of room for anybody with and you can really choke up there nicely. So let's look at that. Yeah, you can really choke up really nicely up there, so that's cool. Definitely worth pre-ordering. And it's made by Kubi, all T8 screws. That's really nice. That'll be great for disassembling and everything. So there you go. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, that's a great budget blade. This kind of reminds me of, it's a little step up from the Pony Stout, which I love, but this is a little fancier, but I know Kevin's also coming out with the mash, with his Kaiser mash. He was talking about that one, but that one's really cool. All right. All right, so let's get back to, we'll go back to the desk here. All right, so let's see here. All right. By the way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link just in case you guys want. Let me copy that real quick. There we go. So check out the link. There's the link for the Tempest Knives. If you want to go pre-order that Jetstream, everybody go get a chance to go check it out. Rocky, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. All right. So what we're talking about, what was your biggest regret in knives that you didn't purchase, that you missed out on, that you didn't acquire? However we're going to get it, where you're going to trade it, you're going to buy it, however you were going to get a hold of that one. You didn't get a chance to get the XM 18 3-inch. Oh man, I'm sorry, buddy. That's a nice knife. Yeah, I got my XM 3.5-inch. Now this is the non-flipper version, which is the one I wanted. And I was very thankful to be able to get that one. But yeah, that XM, that 3 one. So this is a big boy, I will say that. So unless you're okay with a bigger knife, I will say that the 3 is probably going to be a little more EDC friendly for some, right? We're probably looking, I think we're looking at, probably it's going to be a little bit bigger than that. We're probably looking closer to, for the 3, it's going to be a little smaller than that too. Maybe around the factor size. So, I don't know. There you go. Well, maybe another one will come up, Tyler. Hopefully another one will come up. 2 regrets. All right, Danny, what are your 2 regrets? The Spyderco Subvert, okay, at the great price. Yeah, I can see that. All right, and you missed the Demco 8020s. Oh, I saw that this week. Some people got a bunch of those 8020s. I didn't even know they were dropping. That's really cool. That's one of those sneaky little drops, man. I really would love to have found out about that. That was cool. Yeah, the Jetstream is a beautiful little knife. I definitely agree with you there on that, just Nate. I think it's I think next week I should be able to pre-order it. I'm hoping they'll still be open by next week, but this week is I can't quite pre-order because I just can't do it just yet. I got to take care of some things first. So All right, so hey Nick, welcome. I think I said hello to you already, but we'll say hello again. I see Bert. Okay, there we go. Hey Bert, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Appreciate you being here. Bob. Okay, the Mannix 2 and 15V. Yeah, that 15V. I regret just not getting any Spyderco in 15V. Any of them. I would love to have gotten any Spyderco in 15V. I think for 15V, I could break my rule and get a duplicate of a knife. Probably would end up selling the one that I have now, whatever it is, except for one. There's only one that I can't replace, right? That's my Para 2, because that's an anniversary present from my wife. So that one will never leave my collection, right? That's going to be it. If I found another Para 2 in 15V, I would have two Para 2s then. And I would sort of break my rule, right? You have, Nick, you have 0 and second, you have, I have 0, O, and second regret EMP EDC knives. Oh. So, Nick, which one were you thinking about the EMP EDC knives? Like, I could tell you the relative is the one that is my favorite all time. I saw he had a drop for that new one with the Tonto blade. It wasn't quite my cup of tea. I think it's cool. Definitely a cool shape, and I think it's unique. And if you like really unique knives, I think that's definitely one to check out for sure. But the relative is my absolute favorite. Oh, the Bridgeport 395 version 2. Okay. All right, let's take a look at that one. That sounds familiar. Let me look that up. If I can type here, Bridgeport 395 version 2 knife. Let's see what we can find here. Oh, there we go. All right. That looks familiar. Is this the company that's, are they out of Canada? You guys know, is this the company that's out of Canada? Is this the Canadian knife maker? I can't remember. This looks familiar for some reason. Now that one I like. Oh, the Bodhi LL? That's kind of cool looking. Yeah, but that Bridgeport though. Oh, the titanium one. Oh, that's okay. Yeah. All right, I dig that one. I really dig that one. And it's sold out, of course. Oh, and the blackwash too. Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's a really nice knife. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else. Ninja X Plays, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Bert, I don't know if I said hello, but I will say hello. Bought the XM18, a Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Yeah. Went to eKnives like a week or two later, and they happened to have their non-flippery clips in stock. Oh, couldn't fund both purchases. Ah, yeah, that's always tough when you see two things you really want, can't fund them. You're like, okay, it's one thing, and then you make the commitment, and then you're like, as soon as you make that commitment, you're like, ah, this is, you know, I don't know if it's the grass is always green on the other side of the fence kind of thing, or is it just, you know, I don't know. But sometimes I have actually made that purchase, and the other thing was the one I really wanted. I've been looking for a long time, and you miss out on it. That's frustrating. Yeah, definitely can relate to that. So I will tell you with the EMP, I'm pretty sure the relative's going to be coming back. They had a whole bunch. They dropped on Urban EDC. They all sold out, but they were there for a while, which was kind of surprising. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be making more of those, because that one, I'm not sure, but I think that sold way better than the Nimble X and the Nimbles. Just my guess. I can tell you that he got two of my purchases, so there you go. Marry not me. Oh, Homer, that's classic. I love it. I love it. That's classic. Not marrying a sugar mama. Yeah, well, if you find a knife sugar mama somewhere, I think there's a whole bunch of guys here. We'd all line up. That's hilarious. But I'm happy with my wife. No, I wouldn't give her up for a sugar mama. I don't care how many knives that she had ever. And that's a big statement for me. So there you go.
Oh, there's a subvert at a good price on nav sale. Yeah, definitely. So if you haven't checked it out, so let's do that real quick. I'm going to go to my video. Let's go to the page real quick, and we'll go to one of the videos. Matter of fact, we can go to this video, and it'll be that weird link within a link thing here. We'll go to the show more. And in here, there is a nav sale link. If you click on that nav sale link, it helps the channel out. Every time you click it, even if you buy nothing, if you just click on this link right here, you click on that, you open it up, that helps out the channel for every click that you get. So what I can do here is I'm going to go ahead and copy the link, and we'll put it over here. We'll paste it. That is not the link. Don't like that link. Nope. That's not what I was hoping to do. Why is it not pasting? Okay. Open in a new window. Let's try that. And let's put that over here. All right, so if you wouldn't mind, if you guys happen to be wanting to go to nav sale, I'd appreciate it. It's not a requirement. Please don't feel obligated. But if you wouldn't mind, just clicking on the link. Even if you just want to help the channel out by clicking on the link and taking a look, and you don't have to buy anything, right? Just see what's over there. I'd appreciate it. I know nav sale would appreciate it because they got a lot of cool knives there. So I will tell you that I know some of you guys were waiting for my sales of my knives to go over there on nav sales. I haven't had a chance to do that because of the family issue. So I haven't had a chance to put them up there. So they're still on my shelf over here, and I need to put them over on nav sale. I've got about 11 knives that are going to go over there, maybe 12. So hopefully we'll get those up when I have a little bit of time this week. All right, so let me catch up and make sure I missed out. The Benchmade Anthem, that's a cool knife. Definitely would like to check that out. I've heard so many good things about the Benchmade Anthem. The Nimble X, okay, yeah. I had the Nimble X. I was happy to sell that to some. Matter of fact, one of the subscribers here bought it. Happy to sell that one. I like the Relative more. That was my cup of tea. I know some people love the extra deployment of the flipper, and if that is your passion for the flipper, then go for it, right? I can definitely appreciate flippers, so for sure. What else do we got? Okay, so you like fixed forged blades. That's cool. Now, Burkle's Cerakote, I'm wondering, have you ordered anything from Jim Skelton? Because I know he makes some knives. Isn't it Jim that does the fixed blades? I saw some of his. I would love to one day buy one of his. I have a goal to do that. When I have a little extra funds to actually purchase toward a knife, I believe that's Jim. Yeah, I think that's Jim Skelton. Skelton Blade Works, I believe that's him. There was a Manix 2 S110V with titanium ball cage for $150 on nav sale. Really? Wow. Okay. Now, was it the slim one? Was it the slim one with the FRN, the plastic kind of scales, or was it the regular one with the blue scales? Kind of curious. That's a pretty good deal. Wow. Yeah, whoever scooped that up. And you know what you can do? Like I did this on mine. These are the rock scale. Let me flip over there real quick. These are the rock scale scales, rock scale scales or rock scale design scales. And they make these for the regular Manix 2 and for the slim Manix 2 or the thin one, right? So you can get these scales on either of those, and they're really awesome. Makes this knife, it makes it linerless, really cool and super light. Really, really like that. So that's definitely cool if you get a hold of one of those. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm going to get the. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nugget Knives. Yeah, I think we had several hundred clicks, so that was really. Oh no, about 150 clicks. So that's really cool. So I don't know what that translates into. Hey, if it's $1 or $5, that's $5 toward another knife. I'll take that, right? $5 toward another knife. That'd be awesome. So I appreciate it. And usually anything that I make here, it's going to go toward another knife. So that's probably, it's just going to keep rotating it's a circle of life, Hakuna Matata. I guess if there's a Hakuna Matata song for knives, that would be it, right? Oh, Abraham Lincoln birthplace. Oh, a dad's knife. Yeah. When they're special like that, that's really cool. All right. Well, it's 7:30 and I know there's some people who are waiting here for the giveaway. So we are doing a giveaway tonight and it is 7:30. I would like to share with you what that is. Hey, El Cap, Behind the Edge, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Did I miss anybody that joined a little late? But I didn't say hello to Behind the Edge yet. So welcome. Let's look back up real quick. Did I miss anybody? No, I think I got everybody. All right. It looks like I got everybody. Bert, I said hello to Bert, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got everybody up there. So if I missed you, let me know. You know, I'm just trying to keep up. Here's the reality. As more and more people show up, you know, I'm going to miss some of you guys. So you might have to, you know, post twice and I'll catch it, right? I'm cool with that. So there you go. Marco, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you for joining. We are doing a giveaway tonight. So tonight we'll start that here in just a second. I do like to get going with that around 7:30. I know some of you guys show up just for the giveaway, and that's fine. That's fine. I appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who's here. Definitely do appreciate that. So looks like we got 31 in our group right now. So we're probably going to see people start popping in here as we get closer to the giveaway. But let's go ahead and let me show you what we're giving away tonight. If you guys are interested, is everybody interested in seeing what knife we're doing a giveaway tonight? I'm going to put some of these guys over here, kind of get them out of the way. Oh, and I spoke to Brian Winters, by the way, about the Factor, and he actually told me about this STFT or something powder that you put on here. And, you know, I was having a little stick with this, and that's what he uses. Now, I used way too much, obviously, so I got to clean that out. But it was my first time using it. But yeah, it takes all the lock stick completely out. This stuff is better than silicone powder. And that's what you want to use on this little round thing. And I suspect I could probably use that on anything that's carbonized when you have titanium on steel. I bet that's awesome. So, oh man, hey, thank you, Just Nate. There we go. All right. We definitely have to have something special for that. So if you guys didn't know, we do have a couple of things here that we like to do in honor of Nate. Thank you very much. I am going to, well, first of all, since it's a giveaway night, we'll just go ahead and play this right here for just Nate. And if you don't know what that is, it sounds like a dead cat, right? It is actually me playing the Scottish windpipes on the throat. So I'm like, ah, like this, okay? And the first night that we went, we had the live stream, and people could become members, or at least we, got monetized, and you could donate and stuff like that. People were doing that, and I didn't have anything to celebrate that with, and so I did the Scottish wind. But by the end of the evening, my throat was a little sore, so I said, people really like that a lot. So I figured, well, let's record it so I can keep talking, or else the live stream has to be cut short, right? So, but also in honor of that, I will play. This was the other decision of instruments for everybody to pick up. They really wanted to see the kazoo. So let me play this here for you. All right. So just Nate, thank you. So thank you very much, Just Nate. Appreciate that a bunch, man. Thank you. All right. So let me keep putting the knives away. Thank you, guys. All right, so the giveaway tonight will be a Devo knives. All right, so this is a great knife. I really, 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 really like this knife, and I think you guys will too. All right, so tonight it's going to be a little pony stout. And if you haven't had a chance to get one of these yet, I already put the extra screw, so you'll see what this is. This is where there was an extra screw, and I'll show you with that. I put it on here, and I think you might like to keep it on there. If you don't, take it off. But I put it on there, and I'll show you why. So it's an extra screw for your clip, right? So it's got a little wire clip. I oiled this, so it's going to be a little oil on here. But I put it on this side because without the screw on this side right here, it's a little sharp. It catches. But with the screw in, it feels really nice. I think you'll enjoy that. So this is the black G10 with a black stonewash, and it is a liner lock if you didn't know that, and the action is beautiful, buttery smooth. I love this thing. And what's really cool, if you didn't know, this is a hollow grind. hollow grind knife. So it's really nice. Little hollow grind, super thin behind the edge, super sharp. So you'll like that, I think. And I like the very minimalist kind of hardware on here, which is really nice. And these are T8s, and this is, everything's T8. Yeah, it's all T8s. That's really cool. So I like that he did that. It's a very compact little knife. And what you'll notice, you can choke up really nicely here. Fits my hand. I've got large hands widthwise, medium lengthwise, but large-wise. You can choke up comfortably. You're not going to get close to that sharpening edge. And look, I even have extra room. So extra large, double extra large hands, I think easily can handle this knife. So there you go. It's a murdered out, yeah, murdered out pony stout. I think it's a nice little, I think it's a great knife. I really like this one. So that's gonna, and of course you'll get a sticker, obviously. So I'll definitely include that. So we'll go over the rules real quick. So everybody who's joined, we've got 38. So it looks like we're getting some more people joining. Let's go over the rules real quick. And just one more time for all the new folks. You must be 18 years old or 18 years or old or older. All right. So if you're not 18, make sure, you know, somebody in your family is there to represent you, right? You must contact me within 7 days at my channel's email address. 7 days if you're the winner, right? And that's right there. And I'll post it again once we do the drawing. You must provide a valid continental USA address. If you're outside the USA, I don't care. I just need to be able to ship it to the USA, okay? So if you have someone that you want me to ship it to, that's fine. If they're a friend, you're going to come visit or they're going to come visit you. That's between you and them. I just need to ship it in USA just for legal reasons, all right? So that's going to, you know, make sure everything's good. And then that address, make sure it's correct, because if it gets returned to me, I'm going to cut and paste it right out of your email. I'm going to cut and paste it. I'm not going to write it. I'm going to cut and paste it into my USPS app, and then I'm going to create the label from that. If it's wrong and it gets returned to me, you automatically forfeit the prize. It becomes part of the next giveaway. Okay, so just double check it, right? By contacting me, you acknowledge that you're adhering to your state and local knife laws, right? And then the final thing is, it's going to be a quick check. It's super easy. I'll send you screenshots. You just got to confirm who you are. I have a way to prove that so that we don't have people who come in and create an account with your name or something and try to get the prize. You know, I at some point, you know, as the channel grows, I know that people have done that to other channels. They've actually tried to steal and take prizes. So it's just my way to make sure you guys get your prize. I want you to, the ones who win, I want you to get it. All right. So to enter, let's do that real quick. So for those of you guys who've never entered before, and if you're brand new, this is the channel right here. Okay, you can see this is me. I'm going to be bringing the iPad over. So what you do to enter is you click on this more description. On iPad, it's going to show you this over here. On your phone, it'll probably be below. Okay, and then you're gonna see this link over here, live stream giveaway 7 p.m. To enter the giveaway, click here. This is a link right here. So click on that link. It's going to open up this video, probably play a commercial, which it's going to. And I appreciate you watching the commercials and liking the channel, because it helps me. But especially the monetization helps me to be able to do more stuff, right? So if you want to watch the ad all the way through, fine. You can skip it if you're done. So in here, you want to go ahead and leave a comment, okay? Make sure it's PG. 1 entry per person. You must be present to win. If you leave more than one, I'm going to filter out duplicates. Okay, just so you know, I'll filter out duplicates. But this is where you enter. Okay, so you just go down here and you leave a comment, and that's it. You're entered into the giveaway. All right. So that's it. I just want to let you know that's how it's done. We can do that on the. I can do that on computer as well, but I wanted to show you on iPad in case you have a mobile device or something. I figured it might be helpful. So there you go. Anybody have any questions about that? So we're up to 37. It looks like I got 24 entries. I'll wait a little bit more. We're about ready to do the giveaway. Let me pull up the link over here on the right side. I'm going to do that. And it's asking me to join premium. You know, we're not quite there yet where we have to do the premium yet, because I think you have to have something like 500 comments. Once we hit 500 comments, then then I'll have to do the premium. And I'll be happy to. By the way, if we have 500 comments and people show up, I'm more than happy to get the premium version of this. I look forward to that day. Hey, Mind of Milton, thank you for joining and becoming coming back and becoming a channel member again, and you became an enthusiast. So I got to celebrate that. So oh wait. I got this one for the members, and this is my USA made one. I know it looks a little cheesy, but it's cool. It's USA made. So Mind of Milton, thank you. Here we go. I think, if I remember correctly, is it this side I play it on? I think it is. Well, let me try it this way. Yeah, it's definitely this side. It's not quite as good as the other one, is it? But it's still really cool. It's USA made. It's like the original kazoos that we had when we were in school, right? The elementary band and stuff, if you remember those. But thank you, Mind of Milton. I really appreciate that. So Mind of Milton, we're just about ready to do the giveaway. I just was going through everything. Click on the link in the description. If you haven't already, enter. It looks like we got 35 people in here, and I'm hoping there's at least 35 entries. If you haven't entered, please enter right away. We'll hang out here for a couple more minutes to let everybody enter. By the way, if you guys didn't know, I do have channel memberships. If you want to join, there's 3 levels of channel memberships. We have the first one, which is, we have the Rob's Nerdy Knives, or Nerdy Knives Enthusiasts, and then we have the Nerdy Knives Nuts, or Knuts with a K, and then we have the Nerdy Knives Uber, oh man. Wait, I actually have a little paper on that actually helps me to remember that, because in case you're curious, if you're curious, so we have the Nerdy Knife Enthusiasts right here, and we have the Rob's Nerdy Knife Nuts, and then we have the Uber Nerd. If you want to be an Uber nerd, right? I mean, don't worry, you're not going to get labeled as a nerd. I'll just let you know that. So what it does, it gives you loyalty badges, it gives you priority to comments. I always try to reply. Well, I always reply to everybody who's a member, obviously, but I try to reply to everybody. At this point, it's still one of my goals to really be interactive with all you guys. And then at the next level, you get early access to new videos, and you get member polls only. I ask for things about the channel, directions to go. And then you get, for the Uber Nerd, you get exclusive members videos. You get some sneaks behind the scenes. You're going to get an exclusive sticker. I've actually got those on order with Zuck Monster, and then you get some shout outs to say thank you. And I do have one enthusiast here, and I believe that is Just Nate. So thank you, Just Nate, for being my Uber Nerd member. So thank you. And I really do appreciate that. It helps the channel, allows me to do more things, get more knives, and review more things. So I really do appreciate that. All right, so Homer Feltus. Oh, are we saying mom, dad? Is that like a little reference to Tri-State? All right, so here, B Shady 22, welcome. I don't think I said hello to you yet, so welcome. If you guys haven't entered, enter in the description real quick. All right, so we're up to 39, looks like, and I'd love to see all 39 of you guys to be entered into the giveaway. Just click on the description and enter the giveaway. We'll wait just maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, and then I'll go over here. You know what? I'm gonna go over here and just show you what it looks like. And so here is our video, and it's like a video within a video, and it looks kind of weird, right? With this, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on. This is the giveaway video right here. So I'm gonna click on that, and that's gonna open up the giveaway video over here. And it's going to do a little commercial real quick. We'll skip the ad. So that's the giveaway video, if everybody can see that. I'm going to go ahead and copy the link right here. Here's the link. So we'll copy that. Then I'm going to go back over here to the random picker. I'm going to paste it in here. Everybody, if you want to confirm that, I'm going to filter out duplicate users, right? And then we're going to have to do a little math here. So that would be 12. 7 plus 5 is 12. And just while we're still waiting for people, I'm going to go ahead and click and see how many entries we have. So far, we have 36 entries, but we've had almost 39 people here. So I don't know if everybody had a chance to enter. If you haven't entered yet, please do so. Anybody need any more time to enter? Let me know if you need more time. I will wait a minute or two. I know there's a little delay in me talking and you getting it, and then you replying to me. So I'm going to wait a minute or two to see if anybody needs more time. If you do, say wait, just hold up, whatever, entering now, whatever, just tell me, okay? All right, so, okay. All right, so I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to refresh the channel over here. Let me refresh the channel. Yeah, I'm not going to do premium. I would love to do the premium. So, you know, get 500 comments. That would be super awesome. All right, we'll paste in. So if you want to be sure, this is the link that I pulled right here. This is the giveaway entry, 7/24/23, right? So just to confirm, everybody knows, right? I pasted in here, filter out duplicate users. Go down here, do a little math. 2 + 6 is 8. All right. Everybody entered. I don't see anybody. I don't see anybody saying wait. All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the comments. 37 entries. All right, 37 entries. Let's see. Good luck, everybody. And oops, where is it? There we are, down here. All right. Fire in the hole. That's right. Everybody ready. Good luck to everybody. Lone Wolf 2873. Trying for another one, Rob. Hope luck is on my side tonight. Well, it is, Lone Wolf. You won again. Congratulations. That's awesome. Man, I have yet to win anything in any of the giveaways. No, that's not true. I won in Tri-State. I got a rec water bottle. Took me 6 or 7 months for him to ship it out to me. Cold kind of lost my contact information, but hey, I did win something. So congratulations, Lone Wolf. That's awesome. Congratulations. Welcome, Drink Water. I don't think I said hello, but yes, congratulations, Lone Wolf. All right, so I just want to point that out. Here we are, Lone Wolf. Everybody, I'm going to leave this here for just a second in case anybody needs to go through the video. And then I'm going to switch over here to the desktop. And I'm going to put the email address out here one more time for everybody. So there you go. At robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. So Lone Wolf, you probably have my email address already, but feel free to email me. Just confirm. You've done the verification process before. Was it difficult, Lone Wolf? Was it challenging for you? Yeah. Hey, if nothing else, your chances of winning on this channel are pretty good, you know? So, and I try to make it, I mean, I get their budget knives, but I like good budget knives, you know, and that's just things that I like. Okay. So I'm not saying other knives aren't good. I'm just saying from my personal taste, you know, if you're going to see something here, it's going to be something that was either totally given to me by a vendor, which has happened twice, you know, the Civivi, Elementum and the Pyrite, but otherwise it's going to be something that I like and something that I hope you guys will like. I think this is a great little knife. I don't think you can go wrong with this one. And I like how Kevin did the My Little Pony stout to do My Little Pony. That is hilarious. Yeah, I mean, did anybody ever remember seeing Kevin's little video that he did on where he confessed, I'm not a lefty, I'm really a right-handed guy? That was hilarious, by the way. I really enjoyed that. So, congratulations, Lone Wolf. I'm going to put this up and we'll verify you, which I'm pretty sure you know how to do. So I'll send that to you and then we'll get that done. But here's the email address one more time, robsnerdyknives@gmail.com. Okay, I'm going to take that away and there we go. All right, so what we like to do at this point, you know, for those of you who want to hang around, and I know we lost about 10 or 12 people, but for those of you who want to hang around, we talk knives. This is the time when we do a little discussion of knives. So, you know, what has everybody been carrying this week? What are some of the things that you enjoy carrying? You know, that would be good to know. We'll leave that up there. We'll put this over here. And I'm going to put I believe these all three are made by Best Tech, if I'm not mistaken. Then we'll do some Spydercos right here. Do I have another Spyderco? I think that was it. And we'll do a TRM Atom. Oh, I got the Arnold Bernard out. I don't remember taking that out, but there we go. We got a McNeese. A couple of McNeese, right? And then we have a Trevor Berger, Rick Hinderer. And we have, oh, I got one more Spyderco down here. Got the little pair 3. And then we have, we'll put this one up here. No, we can put it up here, over here. We got the Chavez rendition.
Man, it is it's not a word I normally use. I should probably look that up and figure out what that means, because I'm sure it has some meaning. Let's see if I can put that in there. All right. So this week, what has everybody been carrying? Well, how's your week been? Lefty is smiling. Yeah, I appreciate that, Rocky. I'm sure Lefty is smiling. I like Kevin. All right. Thank you, Lone Wolf. I will check for your email tonight or tomorrow, if not the next day after, depending on doctor's appointments with my wife. So we'll do that. Yeah, it did. It dropped down to 22. We lost about half the group here. You know, I realize that people are here for the giveaway, and I appreciate them being here. I appreciate them being willing to stick around for probably almost an hour. So that's cool. Mini Penguin from the previous giveaway. In honor of tonight's stream. Appreciate that, Tyler. That's a nice little black and red G10 carbon fiber kind of a scale. I like that one. That was really cool. Well, Nuga Knives, when the channel grows a little bit and I have more funds, that sounds like a really great idea. I like the way you think. I would love to do that. That would be really cool. And that's a good idea. You know, maybe I can find a super budget knife, you know, like a Sen Cut or something like that, right? And then we could do something that's, you know, like the Pony Stout as a second giveaway. That would be cool. Yeah. I'd love to get to that point. I need a little more channel growth to be able to cover that, but that would definitely be really cool. Oh, Flightanium scales ball cage installed on my Manix 2. Much better knife with those upgrades. I agree. I really like, oops, sorry, trying to do this left-handed. I like this Flightanium ball cage. It's so sweet. Now, did you get the OCD for EDC little kit where he had the ceramic ball in there too? If you didn't, if you find a ceramic ball, I don't know, it makes it really buttery smooth. I don't know if you did that. I'm kind of curious. Okay, you've been carrying a Spyderco Dragonfly. You forget it's in my pocket. Yeah, you know, that's cool. I would almost consider that like a fifth pocket knife. I like that size knife because I do like to have fifth pocket knives like that. Let's see here. Carried the bug out today. Oh, nice. Stock blue. Is it the blue Elite G10 or whatever it's called? Rasks are selling very low on the secondary market. Just a heads up. Okay. XOM Zircotai. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice. Well, 750, 775, I think is still a good price, but probably not close to what they were originally selling for. You know what? We should probably look that up. I'm pretty sure I know what you're talking about, but I want to look that up so everybody else can see it too. So let's look at that. XOM Zircotai knife. There's one. Oh, okay. All right. Those are the Riot ones, right? Okay. They're the gravity knives. Okay, I got you. So are you saying the XOMs were selling for $775? Am I seeing that correctly? Am I mixing up that knife? Oh, Chad, you got to go. All right. Well, Chad, appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for joining. You have a good night. Thank you. Appreciate joining the live stream. Hopefully you'll be here next week where we'll talk some more knives. If you have a chance, join us. I always appreciate everyone joining.
The rasks. Oh, okay, the rasks. Oh, it's a Grismo. Okay, okay. Oh yeah. And it sold for $775. Really? You know, when I look at that, it almost looks like a Herman, doesn't it? From afar. Okay. I'm not saying they copied it or anything, but they, man, just hear me out. There we are. Let's find one here. Okay, so here's a Herman, and here's the rasks. It's not, I mean, it's different, right? But there's some aesthetics similarities, and they're both really great knives, obviously, right? So it's a matter of, is there an aesthetic that you like more in one or the other? From what I understand, the Rask has just really beautiful drop shut action, which is similar to the Herman, but the Herman tends to be more controlled drop shut, I hear. Oh, you can't see it. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I clicked it, and I didn't click it. All right, so this is the Rask, right? You can see the knife here, and let's look at the Herman right here. See, it's similar. I mean, it's not a copy, but they are very similar, and they're both beautiful. But they're different enough that if there's something you don't care for, like this is more rounded here, and it's got a more pronounced flipper, where I think the Rask is a more subtle flipper. So if you're not into the big, as Nick Shabazz would call it, pocket pecker, right? So if you don't like that, I think Grismo knives, you might like this a little bit better, right? I think there's definitely some merit in this right here over that one. Whereas this one, but this one also has a bigger finger kind of cut out, which might give you a better presentation. It's got beautiful milling, but they both have beautiful milling. They do really outstanding milling work, and they both have incredible action. So this one's going to be RWL 34 with AEBL stainless steel lock bar, which that's pretty cool. It's a really hard steel. And then this over here is going to be, usually it's M398 or something like that. Yeah, M398 to 62 HRC. That's cool. So you can kind of see the similarities, right? I mean, definitely some similarities, but differences. So, I mean, it's a matter of, I like that. I like that because if you like the overall general aesthetic of that, you have choices. And I like having choices. I always like having choices. Oh, so they don't resell well. Okay. That's a bummer. Well, if you're looking, that's the question. If you buy a knife for the purpose of reselling, I mean, that's really important. You want to make sure it retains its purchase price, right? I'm not sure how Olamic does because I don't really often see them on the resale market. And like, I bought this and I probably will never put it on the resale market. And most people I know who have an Olamic don't usually resell them. So, but Hinderers, anytime I've sold my Hinderers, which the one I had was a Jurassic, I sold it for the exact same price what I paid. My Chris Reeve Ugnums on, I sold it for what I paid for it. So I know those reselled well. I know if I did a McNeese, it would resell really well. But those are knives I'm not going to resell, right? So, but I can see on something like that. I mean, because the Herman is one of those, if I bought the Herman, I would have to ask myself, will I carry it? And that's the big challenge for me, right? I mean, at this price right here, that looks like, oh, $690, yeah, no problem. But it's really $849 after you do the exchange rate and international fees and excise tax and all this other stuff they have to do. Is that something I would carry? Well, I mean, yeah, probably, right? I already do that now. Ooh, where'd it go? Oh, here we are. I carry something like that right now. And I do enjoy that. So there's no question there, right? But I don't know enough about, I've never handled a Herman. And that's the thing. That's a big purchase. It's a very unique aesthetic. And I would have to really know that I like it, right? That's to me, there's no entry point to say, will I like this or will I not? And I appreciate that. You know, I did a whole Rob's rambling on something like that. Like the Urban XL here. I had the LC, the one from Urban EDC, the exclusive they did. And I tell you, I probably would never have checked this out had I not had that one. But I tell you what, I'm glad because I don't regret this, right? But with the Herman, I don't know. I'm not asking them to make knives that aren't as good. I wish they had maybe they made something like this that was more plain. I know that would be antithetical. It'd be against probably their whole model of what they make, but just a thought. Yeah, 30% is that's a big chunk to lose for sure. Now it happens with some knives, right? Some knives resell not well. I mean, the Factor, you know, I paid above. Well, I paid above, but here's the thing: what I paid for it is what I covered his fees. I covered the shipping basically, and so. In the end, the person who sold this to me, the money they got for it was exactly what they paid for it. I just covered the nav sale fees and shipping, which is fine. I'm okay with that because I really wanted that. Yeah, I do. I already carry that value on that, but I've just never handled a Herman. That's the thing. I've handled most of all these other knives. I had a chance to handle a Factor well before, because part of the as a knife reviewer, Brian allowed the Apex group for us to handle that, so I was really excited about that. And a lot of these other knives I've had a chance to handle. I knew that I knew how I really enjoyed the EMP EDC because I've had Nimbles, but my biggest complaint was always, you know, for me personally, was the flipper. I didn't care for that, right? It wasn't my cup of tea. And when I saw this didn't have a flipper, and I saw the action, people carrying it and dropping it and stuff, I thought, that looks like the perfect EMP EDC for me, at least for what I like. So, I mean, I felt very positive about buying that because I had some kind of feel for it. I don't know anything. I mean, now the Grismo knives, I've actually handled a few of the Grismo knives at the Knife Bar, the Blade Bar, or the House of Blades. And it didn't jump out at me as something I really wanted to add to my collection. And that's just me. For those of you who love the Grismo knives, enjoy them. Really do. Not everybody likes every knife, right? So. Hey, Cheeto Bandito, welcome. Did Cheeto Bandito jump here? Yeah, there we go. Get Big Red to 10K. Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have to, let me go look real quick. I'm going to do that. Let's find Big Red. Is it Big Red EDC, right? Come on. Here we are. So Big Red's at 8.94. If you guys, I follow him and definitely have subscribed, so I would encourage you guys to do the same. So let me go ahead and put the link in there. If you guys haven't had a chance to check out Big Red, I would definitely encourage you guys to go check him out for sure. Okay. And check out, yeah, Cheeto Bandito. We also, if you haven't checked out Cheeto Bandito, here, let me do that as well. For sure. Thank you, Mind of Milton, for posting that. Check out Cheeto Bandito. I'd like to get you to 100. It'd be cool if some of you guys here, if there's 14 people here tonight who haven't yet subscribed to Cheeto Bandito, if you would consider possibly subscribing to Cheeto Bandito tonight to get him to 100. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, I agree. I've enjoyed talking to him. He's a really nice guy. I enjoy his channel and I enjoy the way he interacts and talks. So to me, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely a cool guy. Chef Rocky, welcome. I don't think I said hello, but I agree with you 100%. He's a good guy. I don't know him probably as well as most of you guys do, but he's a guy that I wouldn't mind talking to more. I've enjoyed every interaction, every dialogue I've had with him has been nothing but good. So, yeah, Joe, my experience says exactly that. Cheeto Bandito, if you hit 100, you'll give a picture of an Olamic. All right, that would be cool, man. We would love to see that. Let's refresh it. See, did we get it? Did we get you to 90? Got 2 more, hey, or 3 more, or 1 more. So there we go. All right, you guys have a chance. Picture of a picture. I love that. That's awesome. That's pretty funny. That's almost worth seeing just to do that. You print out a picture and say, this is the big picture of a picture giveaway. I don't know. Some people might not enjoy the humor in that. They might get a little upset. Frame not included. There you go, Joe. That's funny. Hey, you're up to 88. All right, cool. Let's go. Chef Rocky, 105 subscribers. All right. If you guys haven't had a chance to check him out, here is Chef Rocky. Definitely thank you, Mind and Milton, for posting. I am subscribed as well. Is that the mini? Is that the, okay. There's a few knives in that picture. I thought, wasn't sure if that was the, looks like the mini Typhoon. I mean, mini Evo, right? I like that. Cool. That's funny. Well, John, welcome. Appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you for joining. We're just talking knives. The biggest thing that we're talking about is what's your biggest regret in knives that you didn't purchase or acquire? If you had a chance to get one that you missed out on, you skipped on, you passed over on. That's the overall topic for the evening. But then we've also been visiting some of the pages from different different knife channels. We visit Rocky's Chef Rocky, his channel, just right now. And we visited Cheeto Bandito as well. You can see that up in the link. Definitely check them out. Yeah, it's funny because sometimes I'll see pages, people will link somebody, and I'll go, I watch their videos all the time. I must be subscribed, but I'm not. And you're like, oh, I didn't subscribe. How about that? So there you go. It's happened to me quite a few times too. But then again, I like anything knives, and I've always appreciated a different perspective. I like different perspectives. There are some people that I literally watch, even if I totally disagree with some of their aesthetics and designs, I know I can learn something from them from the very fact of if there's something that they don't like that I really like, it tells me, it affirms what I really like, right? If there's something that they like that I'm not a big fan of, then it affirms what I like more, right? It's a different perspective, because sometimes you can get the negative will give you the positive of something, right? Or the positive of something will maybe give you what you're not looking for. Does that make sense? I don't know. I've done that a few times. 110. I think the Buck 110 is actually a 112 auto. I believe that's called a 112 because I reviewed that one. Actually was lent that knife from a awesome subscriber who I believe is here tonight, and thank you. But that was I got a chance to handle that for the first time. That was really cool. Yeah, and sometimes you find out some people, they have a knife you've never seen before, and you're like, what? What is this? You know, that's really cool. There's a knife, if you guys are curious, that I have hunted down. Let me see if I can find it. I kind of ran across it because I get on the mailing list, right? And I get on these mailing lists for different knives, and one of the lists that I got on was for a knife that dropped that I always liked the auto version of it, but I really wished it made a manual of it. And I'm trying to go to the link real quick here. So give me a second. I'm trying to talk at the same time because I'm not finding the link. I'm trying to get there. Where are you? Yeah, there it is. Okay. I think I found it. But that's not it. It's close to it. So anybody like Heretic knives? They don't seem to be. I don't know if Heretic knives is one of those knives where people, because I think it's Marfion's son who did it, and I don't know the whole story. I don't know any about that, and I don't honestly. I if there's a story, I don't want. It doesn't bother me, right? But some of his knives I really like, and there is one that he did. Is it not available anymore? Oh. Okay. I don't know if it's not available anymore. I was going to try to show it to you, but I don't know if I can find it. It's interesting. I'm going to have to go to my email real quick and see if I can find it. Give me just a second. Give me just a second. You guys can talk real quick while I try to hunt this down. I think you guys will appreciate it once I show it to you. I hope you will. Let's put it that way. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Come on. Oh, that's why. There we go. There we are. All right. Come on. Why does the link not work? Oh, man. Well, I wonder if it's gone. If it's gone, then I might not be able to show it to you, which is a bummer. It's one of these sites where I'm worried that, oh, wait. There it is. But that's not it. No, that's a prototype. Well, it's similar to this. Let me see if I can get a picture of this. Come on. It's not opening up. It's not opening up for me. All right. I can't do it. I wanted to show it to you, but I don't really have a picture of it, so yeah, I don't have a picture of it. So I'm going to have to wait till it comes in and then show it to you. Sorry, guys. Well, that's cool. It'll definitely be worth looking at. But let me show you the knife that I was talking about. All right. This is the prototype. It's a version 3 of the Heretic Knives Wraith version 3. It's a manual. This is a prototype. They actually are out of the prototype stage. And let me show you this. There's an all blacked out version of this, and it's the Heretic Knives Wraith version 3 manual. And this is a flipper, and it's all blacked out, and it's in MagnaCut. MagnaCut, really nice. That's not. It's a pretty good size knife. The action is supposedly ridiculous, so they had a few of them. And I think. Oh, I posted it on. I know where I did. I posted it on my community board. Yeah. Let's see if that link still opens it up. Maybe the link will open it up. If it does, that'll be cool. If it doesn't, then it's gone. There it is. All right. There we go. Hey, Josh. Welcome. Appreciate you being here, Josh Branson. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're just talking knives. We're talking about your biggest regret in knives that you didn't acquire, you didn't buy. That's kind of the topic tonight. If you have one, something that you ran across that you really wanted and you missed out on. Was there something like that? And then we're just talking anything knives. Oh, really? Your large Sabenza Night Sky. And they're not going to make any more, huh? Oh man, that's a bummer. That is a serious bummer. Oh, Josh Branson, you lost your phosphorus version 1 in a bad trade? Was it one of those where you sent it and they didn't send it back to you, or they sent you something different than what they said they were going to send you? That's always my worry with trades. You know, I always worry about that, right? But if you know someone, it's easier to trade with people you know than it is with people you don't know. So. Oh, really? That's a bummer, Samuel. Man, I wonder if that's ever going to happen to Spartan blades with all their unique designs, because a lot of that stuff is a lot of artwork too. But you know, isn't it put into a laser etcher, a laser machine or whatever, and where it etches it with the laser, and so it's a template they can use, or did she do all that by hand? If she did it by hand, then that makes it even more special, but that makes it more challenging, right? Oh, you traded it for, Josh, you traded it for an Arcform Slimfoot with Mars Valley Fat Carbon. Oh, you hated the Arcform. Yeah, you know, I did a review on the Arcform. I actually got it, and it was missing a screw in the clip. It was all blacked out, and there's no way I was going to keep it all blacked out without the screw, because once the screw is not inset, so if once that clip would go, it just scratch it all up and it would be ruined. But fortunately, it was missing the screw, and it never had the screw at all in there. Riot forgot to put it in. But that little fuller, you can't do anything to pull it. You can't. That fuller's, it's useless. And I don't know if you saw this on the Arcform, the tang of the blade is actually exposed. You can almost cut your finger on the tang of the blade, which to me kind of concerns me, because if you're not familiar with the tang of a blade real quick, so you can see right here, let me see if I can show you that. Let's see if we can get the focus in on here. So you see that's the tang of the blade right in here. If that's exposed, that little part right there, can you see that right there? When the blade locks up, you see the lock bar is on that tang of the blade. If you dent it or mess it up and the geometry is not correct, your blade will not lock. It could even rock and become safe and open up. So that to me was my big concern with the Arcform. Well, are you going to get one of the new phosphorus? Didn't they come out with a version 2? So here's something interesting, Josh. If you haven't done it yet, let's go look. Let's go look real quick. White Mountain Knives. Where are you? White Mountain Knives. The reason why I say that, because you can use my coupon code. I believe it works on this knife. I looked at it the other day, and if they still have some in stock, let's see, because I thought they did. It's Phos. Am I spelling it right? Phosphorus. U. Version. Phosphorus. Here we go. Oh, they have some in stock. So here's one. If you added it to the cart, let me show you. I believe, I don't think I'm logged in, but I think I can add the code here. I think RNK10 gets you 10% off. So let's do that. I don't know if this makes it more appealing to you. Yep, you can get 32 bucks off. So it puts it down to the $292 range. So I don't know if that gets you into the realm of your budget, but there you go. Brian Kennedy, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Oh, you have to set up the wire dryer tonight? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's always important. And I'm sure, we got to get some clean clothes. So that's one of those important things. I hear you. Level on up. Welcome. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks for joining. So I don't know. Does that, Josh? Does that? Is it Josh? Yeah, Josh. Does that help? Is that something that's? Does that help? I don't know if that helps you out, but it's $32 off, $32.50 off on a knife to get you in a $292 range. I don't know. It might be that might make it more reasonable. So just something to think about. Oh, it did sell out. Okay, so this one did sell out. All right. So I was going to talk a little bit about that if anybody's interested. This is the one that will be coming in this week. I got a notice for this because I actually am on the American Edge mailing list. They get a lot of cool knives. They're a McNeese distributor for McNeese knives, and for whatever reason, I got a notification on this, and this is in MagnaCut, and it almost looks like, I think it's a flat grind, but it almost looks like a hollow grind. I don't think it's a hollow grind, but man, that sure looks like a hollow grind if you look at that curvature right there. But I'm pretty sure it's a flat grind. But anyways, this is an integral, titanium integral. It's blacked out, DLC. And then this is a carbon fiber inlay right here. I just think I think it's a very nice looking knife. It's one of those things that was not expecting. And I think these are T8, T10s, or maybe a little bigger, but they're really big screws. So there you go. Just thought I would mention that to you. It's one of those that you don't see a whole lot, and I don't know. The Brat model, I don't know about that one. There is a Kaiser that I really, really would like to get. I'd like to get the Urban EDC. I mean, the original XL with the frag, the titanium with the frag. That one is really cool, and that's one of those I've been wanting to get. But you're looking at the Urban Brat model. I'm not familiar with that one, or I probably am once I look at it. Let's look. Oh, I'm not showing the webpage again. I did it again. Kaiser, there we are. Well, that's a nice looking knife. Yeah. Okay, so what do we got here? We got the G10 154 CM. That's a good steel. It's a good price for sure. Looks like a nice flat grind all the way up. Let's see, how does it close? All right. Nice big flipper. A little bit of jimping, it looks like. Is there jimping on that? Can we see if there's jimping on that? It's not showing me the back. Wonder if this is a little bit like the one of the giveaways I had for the big 2K giveaway, the Lieb M. It had jimping on it, but there was one that didn't have jimping on there. That one had jimping. Well, anyways, sometimes they don't have jimping. I'm not always a fan of not having jimping unless the physics and the design is perfect, right? You got to really make sure you get that angle correct if you're not going to put jimping on there. I like it. It looks really nice. It's very slim. It's kind of got a Ray Laconico sort of pseudo designer. Who's the designer on there? Do we have the specs on here? Let's look. Does it say who's the designer? I don't see a designer on here. Oh, designer is Azo. Okay. That's the guy with the giant mouse. Him and Anso, right? Isn't that the same guy? That they do a lot of stuff together, I thought. Oh, so that has the clutch lock in it too? Oh, this looks like it's a button lock, the one I'm looking at. Are you saying there's one with a clutch lock? Yeah, I think it was, did we say it was, yeah, almost just right at 8 inches. So it's a good full-size knife, I would say. I mean, I know some of you guys who have gigantic hands, that's not going to be a full-size knife. Probably going to be a 5th pocket knife. But for other people like myself, that's going to be a full-size knife. Definitely, it's not gigantic, but it's not a small knife. Yeah, it looks like it's a button lock, but still really nice. I like that. I like that a lot. I think I actually like the look of this one. Let me see if we get a little further away. I like the look of that. Honestly, my personal opinion, I like the look of that better than I like the look of the original, the smaller one. Now, the original XL, that one's really cool. Let's see if they have that. Do they have the original XL here? Frag. There it is. Yeah, that's the one I want to get a hold of. I'd really like to. This is one of those Kaisers that I'd like to get. I like the way that looks. That just looks really cool. I don't know if you guys have seen that one. Now that's an XL, so let's see what's the size on that one. 7 point. So it's actually smaller than the other one. It's smaller than the Brat, and that's an XL. I wonder how big the original is. Well, you can't say that 10 times quickly, right? Okay, so Giant Mouse is Jesper and Jens. Okay. Yeah, there's so much. That's a cool thing. It's hard to keep up. Absolutely level on it. I agree. And it can be overwhelming in one way or in another way. It could be just means that there's always something new if you just kind of sit back and enjoy the ride, right? Sometimes you'll find things that maybe other people have already found, and sometimes you find things that no one's aware of. And I like that. I like running into things like that. I like finding little hidden gems. To me, that's always I don't know. That's kind of like the art of the hunt. It's like, that's cool. Oh, the spring. So, Thomas, have you thought of maybe ordering some new springs? A lot of times they're pretty standard if you can get the measurements, and you can go to Etsy. Etsy, believe it or not, is a great place. I bought some new Omega springs for my bug out there, and I like the Omega springs. I got them out of Austin, Texas, and they were much firmer than the Omega springs that were in the bug out. Gave it a much nicer, snappier action. Matter of fact, I have it over here. I'll put it my bug out here. Let me show you that. So, and it gives me just a little crisper action, I think, because of the Omega springs on that one. I don't know if you can hear that. It's just a little snappier. So, and I like them a lot. Still locks in there pretty well. And you can even see how strong that is, but when I close it, look at that. See, look how strong that Omega spring is. It's a good, I can feel that pop in. So something to consider. Maybe go to Etsy and check it out. See if they have some of the springs for it. Oh, you ordered some anode hardware? Yeah, the anode hardware's. I'm kind of hesitant buying hardware on Etsy unless it's from somebody I really know. There's a couple of people that I buy, like Met and Boss. He sells on there. I like him, but he's a unique design, and if you like his stuff, you're going to really enjoy whatever he sells. There's a few others that are okay to buy from there. I think I would be more inclined to buy from them. Where did I get my hardware from my bug out? Because on my bug out, when I took it apart, I lost my blade stop pin. This right here. It fell on the floor, and I think it's probably in one of my sideboards. It's rolled underneath, and I never found it. Or one day when I clean my office out and I take the furniture out for whatever reason, I'm going to find it. But I had to buy some new hardware, and I got that from. I did a lot of research, and I'll have to look it up. But where I got it from was a place that got a lot of reviews and a lot of good feedback for their hardware, but I didn't want to buy it off of Etsy. Yeah, so I would agree with you on that. There's some things I'd avoid. And Benchmade is kind of sucky because you ask them, hey, could I order some hardware? They're like, send in the whole knife, and you got to pay the shipping, all that stuff. It's ridiculous. And I'm like, I appreciate the awesome warranty. It's great, but I didn't really want to give up the knife just for a stupid pin that I lost. I mean, I thought that was kind of, I don't know, it seemed a little annoying. Oh, Kaiser. Yeah, Kaiser's, that's going to be tough. Have you done the Instagram, kind of ping them a few times and get on their posts and make a comment about, yeah, I'm really enjoying my knife. I really want to enjoy my knife. I'm still waiting for that spring you guys were shipping. Just it's not that you're spamming them, but it's kind of like encouraging them to note that you really want to use your knife and it's important and the spring is, whatever. You found yours under the fridge just, Nate? Oh man, I should have kept looking. I'm sure at some point I could find. You know what? The other thing I was thinking is I'd get a magnet. Like I have one of those magnetic things you can stick on the refrigerator, and I thought if I ran it underneath the baseboard, maybe it would pull it out. But I'm also afraid I might find some nails in there from when they built the house. Oh, the Met and Boss. Yeah, those are nice. They're expensive, but definitely quality work. The one that I would love to get from Met and Boss are I'd like to get the Shaman or Shaman. I like to say Shaman. I know everyone's like, it's Shaman. No, the Shaman scales for my Spyderco Shaman. But I would like to get the Zerkatai. Totally ridiculous thing to buy. But now that I have these Rips Garage RGT titanium ones, I mean, these are heavy because they're not as milled out. They got rid of these ones because they released newer ones that were much lighter and more milled. But I like the weight of this one. This is not a light knife. I think it's almost 7 or 8 ounce. It's almost a half a pound. Matter of fact, with these scales in. Matter of fact, it might almost be worth just weighing real quick. Let's see this, because I think it was 8 ounces. Let me see. Oh, that's grams. We don't want to do grams. Here we go. No, it's 6.6 ounces, but that's crazy heavy for a knife, I think. I mean, they're heavier, but still, it's definitely got some weight to it. But if you look at the blade stock thickness, so anyways. Cracked lock bars, for real? No way. Oh man, that's not good. Oh, I just hit the screen. Sorry, guys. They have cracked lock bars. That is insane. I can't believe that. I had the full-size grip on those Nebula scales that I had $360 in. Put it up for sale for $150. People thought I was nuts. Oh man, that's crazy. Oh, let's see here. What was your question? Is that 20CV LMAX or all black relative? This right here is the LMAX. Yeah, so you can see that right here. See if we can get that in, LMAX. I have the 20CV also in this one over here. I didn't put it out tonight, but I have the 20CV drop point or clip point, I guess you could say. That one's the 20CV. And that's the all plain titanium. I broke my rule of the same knife for this. I love the blacked out version. It's such a nice blacked out version. And it looks really great in the sun. And, one's a drop point, one's a tanto. This is officially a tanto because there's a point right there. And it's a clip point tanto. So I don't know. I mean, it's a clip point, right? Because but it's a tanto because it's got a point. So I don't know. It's a modified clip point tanto, whatever you want to call it, blade, compound, grind, whatever. It's whatever we want to call it. We can call it what we want to call it. But I like them. Yes. Sorry. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I have one of these. What's it called? It's a little tool that I got for the podcast, and it's right next to my mouse. It's called the Stream Deck, and it allows me to switch between screens. And I put it right next to my mouse, which is not smart, and that allowed me to switch over there real quick. So sorry about that. Oh, that's cool. So Josh Branson, is he the one at Met & Boss? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I never minded a weighty knife either, Joe. I appreciate it. I mean, there's times when I want something really light, and I'll carry something light. I mean, but when I do that, then I have knives for that, and when I don't, I have knives for that. Like people never carry a Rick Hinder because you want a little slim, thin, little itty bitty knife, right? Even the XM18 3.0 is going to be not a small, light knife. And eventually, when I get the titanium scales for this, which I can't wait, I'm hunting those down, by the way. Oh, and returning ones with lock bars. Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. I can't believe that happened. Byron Kennedy. You love my W. So what's the and a Ronin? Oh, the Ronin? Okay, I have to look that up. That sounds familiar. I don't know off the top of my head what that is. Is that Sparrow? No. Oh, that just sounds so familiar. Come on. not the Sakua blade, right? Is it the Spyderco Ronin, the fixed blade? Yeah, so it's funny that you would mention that level 1 up. I originally, when they had the first drop and they were available in 20 CV, I wanted the all blacked out one, right? That's the one I wanted, and they had this one. It was at the bottom of the list, and so I got it. And when I got it, I was like, wow, I really like this. I just love the aesthetics and all the colors together. So then the second time I went in there, I was thinking, I like the way this looks, and all they had really to get what I wanted was a blacked out one, and I thought, well, okay, let's try the blackout. I like them both. I don't think you can go wrong with either. So that's just my view on that one. Rainbow Zerk scales on a 940. Change the knife so much in a good way, that is. That's cool. Wow. So you got the Zerkatai or Zerk scale, zirconium or rainbow zirconium. So I'm assuming, is that Zerkatai? Oh man, that's a bummer. Thomas, that's a real bummer. Yeah, that's the only thing when you get those closeout deals, you just got to be careful because, yeah, I don't know. I'm always hesitant to get that, right? I think, Josh, you definitely can get one. I think he's going to keep dropping them. I know he's doing the Ronin. I know what you're talking about. The Ronin. Sorry, the EMP EDC Ronin. Oh, yes. The EMP. Oh, golly. I'm sorry. That's the one. Don't know why that slipped my mind. There we are. Yeah. Okay. So let's look at that. So the EMP EDC Ronin right there. It's a unique design. I was almost tempted to order it when it was available, and I don't know, is it still available? Yeah, you can actually get this one right now. He still has those in stock. And then, yeah, he has this one as well. And that's the one, if I was going to get one, this is the one I would get. But it just doesn't speak to me, right? It's cool, but it's not, I mean, I'm at a different place now where, if I didn't know about so many other knives, I would probably have bought it, and maybe I liked it, maybe I wouldn't have, and it'd been a gamble. But because I ran across, not this one. Where is it? Not this one. Not this one. It's here somewhere. Oh, I must have been over here. It was in the previous link. Yeah, so because of, well, let me see. Maybe we still have it up. Sorry, guys. I know it's here somewhere. Well, all right. Oops. So what I would say is that, yeah, it's one of those knives that I might have bought, but I don't know if I would have kept the knife. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't appeal to me as enough for me to buy it and then invest in it. Yeah, I agree with you. Level on up. For some people, they're going to love it. This is absolutely a design that speaks to them and calls their name. And I will say, the way they designed this part right here, did they have a closed version? Yeah, here we are. Because, oh man, I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus in. So every time you hang over, it zooms in. Because the way they design it's a front flipper, I like the idea of the front flipper, but that little pokey thing sticking out, to me, I'm not always a fan of that. If it had a little more angle, I think I'd be a little more okay with it. But because of that, it doesn't have a flipper over here. I know when it drop shuts, it's going to be really nice. And so that was the part that I thought, that would be cool. But still, the aesthetics doesn't really speak to me. But I know there's a lot of people who really, really dig that. And that's cool. If that, just like the Grismo knives, there's a lot of the Grismo knives. I am not personally a fan of some of the Grismo knives. If you go over here, like the traditional one, where is it? Do they have the one with a big giant duckbill looking kind of blade? I don't know what you call that one. It's to me, it's just, that one just, I would never be drawn in or want that knife. I don't know if you have to look for it. It's the Norseman. Yeah, the Norseman. I don't dig that. Now I know a lot of people who love the Norseman. They absolutely love it. I looked at that thing and I tried to look at it, and I actually handled that at the blade bar, and yeah, just no, not for me. No. It's just not for me. I mean, I can appreciate it. I can appreciate the quality of it. It's phenomenal, but it's not something that I would bring into my collection. You know what I mean? So, and that's okay. You know, for some people, that is absolutely something they love. And I know a lot. I mean, who's the guy, the best damn EDC? I mean, he loves his Norseman, and he's had it forever. And I respect that. And, you know, there's no question about that. But it's just not for me. But that's okay. All right, level on up. I hear you. I was thinking more like a duck. Looks more to me like a duck bill. You know, like it's gonna quack. Some people might be accused of being quackers for it. I don't know. That's a bad dad joke. It's just a horrible bad joke. Dad joke. The step milling is sweet. Yeah, you know who else does step milling? Have you all heard of Hog Knives? Their stuff is ridiculous. I started getting notifications in my Instagram feed for them, and I didn't know anything about them. And I thought, this looks really good, but I was wondering if it was like, it looked almost too good, like it was a gas station knife. And I thought, nah, it can't be. And sure enough, it's not. It's supposed to be up there, equal to, if not almost better than Koenig. That's how good it is. The choke under, okay, so you're saying on the Rask or the Ronin? Oh, the Ronin. Yeah. Let's go back over there. See, that's the thing. This shot doesn't get you some close-up of the angle. So you're saying you're saying this part right here is too small? Or it's too thin? You want a thick boy. And see, again, that the thick boy, along with like some of those Kaiser, what's the big one? The Kaiser one that looks like a butcher's knife. There's people who love those knives, and those, they do nothing for me. They don't appeal to me. I appreciate them, but they don't appeal to me. And I love the fact that people love them, and I think it's awesome, but it just does not appeal to me. But that's okay. It doesn't have to appeal to me. Yeah, Hoghouse knives. Those are really crazy good. The Sodbuster. Okay. The sheep's foot. Yeah. And the big, giant, crazy sheep's foot or whatever one. And then they have the mini sheep's foot and a micro sheep's foot or something, right? The Gnar. The Gnar. Let's look that one up. Okay. Since you said it's hilarious. No, it's a G. Is this it right here? That's the Gnar by We Knives? Yeah, that's different. And I mean that in the nicest way I can say it. It's not my cup of tea. Yeah. I know. You know, it's definitely different, but it's not my cup of tea. I agree with you. El Cap Macaron plow. Is that another knife? The Wiener. Okay, so it has a nickname. That's how bad it is. All right, so the El Cap Macaron plow. And that's a knife? All right, let's see. Oh, it's a slip joint. Is that the one you're talking about? But see, I'm not into slip joints. I get it, but it's, you know, it's a slip joint. Hey, Joe, appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks for joining, man. Thanks for being here. You have a great, great night. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember that the Wienar. I see. You know, I'm not good at those games. My wife. Okay. Confession time. We were playing those games where you do the word syllables and stuff like that, and I had the word spatula, but I didn't know that. I kept saying spatula, and I think to this day I get joked about that all the time. My wife still talks about, do you need a spatula when you're cooking in the kitchen or something? Yeah. Okay. That's hilarious though. Joe, appreciate you being here. The Minix, you can't, once you see the Minix, you can help but notice why it's called. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we'll look at that one. The Wii Minix. Forge Minix. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yep. All right. I see what you're saying. And I'll just let it go. Your ex-wife was terrible at her phonetic spellings. Yeah. You know, some people are great at it. Some people aren't. And I'm not great at it. I admit it. Now you're into the weird, ugly ones. Okay, well that makes sense. Double D10. You know, I mean, I see a lot of people who are getting into some. I mean, look at what Metal Complex. He's into those jumbo, gigantic, huge, you know, knives. I mean, they're ridiculously huge, and that's not my cup of tea ever because I would never carry any of those. But then again, he also buys knives to collect, and he just has them in his collection. He enjoys having a collection like that. Every knife I have, I use. But that's my perspective, right? It doesn't have to be anybody else's perspective. You could collect every knife and never use them but one or two knives that you ever carry, right? And that's totally fine. That's your call. But for me, I like to carry everything I own, or else I really don't want to have it in my collection because I want to enjoy it. For me, enjoying a knife is carrying it in my pocket. I did with spatula and knife, a knife picture. Yeah. Well, you know how you say knife in German? It's actually Kniffe. You actually pronounce the K. It's actually pronounced Kniffe. So, you know, knife is not silent in German, but that would make sense, I think. The sheepdog, yeah. But that giant sheepdog, oh man, that thing is just, isn't the one they make the sheepdog that's gigantic? Yeah, that Minix is a fair and forge. I was just looking at it and I totally saw what you were talking about, level on up. And yeah. That's a big one. I actually would like to get a t-shirt. I had a shirt that said, it was talking about, you know, pew-pews, right? You know, that we GUNs. So it was, it said, you know, it said something to the effect that it's the last one, I promise. It's the last one ever, said every pew-pew owner, right? Well, I really wanted a knife version of that. I think it would be awesome because we all say it's the last one. Promise. The very last one. The 462, I've actually seen that, and I really like the 460. The 460 and 462. I think the 462 is the carbon fiber black, and the 460 is the all titanium one. I have actually almost bought that a couple of times, and I do like those ZTs. So the 0460. Yeah, we can take a look at that one if I can type. Yeah. Oh, here's an interesting one, a red version, red carbon. That's unique. Oh, they got some pretty good ones on sale there. The Sinkovich, yeah, it's a Sinkovich design. I've seen those, but I no longer, I really wanted to get it originally, but now I no longer really, it's not something, it was cool when I started first getting to zero tolerance. And when I had my 560, my 560 carbon fiber one, that was a cool one. But that led me to Rick Hinderer, right? Because it was a Hinderer design. It was interesting. Yeah, I agree with you. It's interesting. I think the all black version looks better. The 450. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of the 450, not the 460. Okay, that's why I looked at this and I go, I'm not sure if that's the one that I like. No, it's not. You're right. I don't think I dig that design. The 460 is the one, or the 450 is the one that I do like. And I think that's a nicer design. There's a 450 and I think it's a 452 or something like that. Yeah, 452 carbon fiber. Those are the two. I like those. The ZT566. Yeah, the 460. Yeah, so let's find that one. I do like that one, the ZT460. That's almost like one of those. No, not 460. Sorry, 560. Which one am I thinking about? The is it 560? Well, I'll look at your 566. Oh, that's the assisted one. Okay, I think that's the assisted one. Yeah, I'm thinking of the 560. Which is the one that's the Rick Hinderer design? Is that the 560? No, I don't think it's that one. Well, maybe it is. Yeah, it is the Rick Hinderer design. That looks different, though. That looks a lot different than what mine looked like. Did they change that? Did they update it? Or is that just I don't know. The 562. Maybe that's the one I had. But the 560 apparently is a Rick Hinderer one, too. Let's look at the 560. Yes, okay, this is the one. Yeah, there's a typical carbon, the titanium one, and the one I had was the carbon fiber, this one. And I feel like this is the one that most people get as they get into, if you start liking Hinderers, this is kind of like the gateway knife, right? The gateway knife to get you there. Oh, so Hinderer, yeah, he did the 560, 562, and 566. That's cool. All right, Mind of Milton, appreciate you being here this evening. Thanks so much for joining, and thanks for becoming a member again and continuing for another month. Appreciate that very much. You have a great evening. And if you guys haven't checked out Mind of Milton, let's do that real quick. For everybody who's still here, we still got 37 folks, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Let me find Mind of Milton, because I would like for you guys, if you haven't already subscribed or looked at this channel, might be worth checking out. I think, is this right, Mind of Milton? You have your channel? Let me see. Yep, 796 subscribers. See, let me put that into the chat. I know he's not going to do it himself, but I will do it for him. So go check out Mind of Milton if you haven't already. Maybe consider subscribing. And if you do subscribe, maybe at least look at one video. I'm already subscribed, and check out his videos. And if you do that, that way your subscriptions, because if you just subscribe and don't look at any video, they're going to think you were misdirected there and you didn't mean to subscribe, and they'll just drop your subscription. So go ahead and at least watch a video, even if you just watch a short or something, okay? And that way you'll continue to be subscribed to him. But definitely check him out. The other thing that, level on up, one of the things that I've heard a lot about, and I don't know if you guys have heard about this, but one thing that kind of just bothered me a little bit about some of the ZTs I've heard lately is that their heat treat has not been as well as it used to be. Their heat treat's really been struggling, and ZT seems to be struggling overall. That's what I've heard. And I don't know if that's true or if that's still true, but I know my ZT562 carbon fiber one that I had, that blade scratched so easily, like it was super, super soft steel. And I was very disappointed with that. Yeah, Byron Kennedy, if you get a chance, definitely. There's a bunch of great people in here. Should probably check some other ones as well, but anybody a Heretic fan? Does this knife even appeal to anybody? I was just kind of curious. I mean, I know I showed it earlier to you guys. What do you all think about this? Am I the only one that finds this appealing? Am I the only one that looks at that knife and I go, oh yeah, that looks really nice? Is it like when somebody looks at a Grismo, you know, and they look at the what is the Grismo? Not the Rask. What's the other one? The where is it? I know you told me the Norseman. Some people look at Norseman and they go, oh, I really like that. And I go, no, not for me. Do you guys look at that? Now, yeah, this one's definitely, this is a prototype, just so you know. This is the prototype. This is not what I paid, no. The prototype, they're always going to want to charge more, right? They actually have the version 3 dropping, but they don't drop as many as they do. And I think the thing about Heretic is there's just not enough volume. I've always liked the Heretic autos that they have, and they're really cool, but I just didn't want an auto. I wanted a non-auto, and this is a non-auto. And I thought that would be a great knife if it was a flipper. And that's what the version 3 is. And this one right here is prototype. I don't even know what steel it is. It doesn't even say. I don't think it does. Does it? No. And let's see, does it say down here what the steel is? It is MagnaCut. All right, so this one, the prototype is MagnaCut. Their version 3 non-prototype is MagnaCut too. You had an OTF of this one. What did you think of the OTF version? I mean, it looks nice. I have a couple of OTFs, and I like my OTFs, but I'm not like a super OTF fan, right? So like, here's my McNeese. I really like this one, and I like my ProTech, but I just don't have a lot of autos. I have a OTF, the Kershaw Livewire. Those are my 3 OTFs, and I'm okay with just 3. Some people probably have hundreds of them. I don't. The Deadlock, RIP Deadlock. Why do you say RIP Deadlock for El Cabatic? Unless you're having a conversation with somebody else and I'm jumping in, sorry. What? They're not making any more Deadlocks? Are you serious? No way. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Let's see. Here's a Deadlock. Updates. Let's see what they say. Do they have any news? Where did you hear that about the Deadlocks? I'm kind of curious. Oh. Lefty destroyed his Deadlock? Oh, El Cap Addict. Did he take it apart? Did he take his Deadlock apart? Oh, shipping did it. Oh man, that's terrible. So I know he had one to look at, and he was checking out, and he really loved it, and he thought it was amazing. And I've actually handled a Deadlock. They're pretty cool. They are really, really cool. But I didn't know it got destroyed in shipping. And so, did you say who had theirs destroyed in? Somebody said theirs was shot. Hey, Cheeto Bandito, you up to 93? 7 more. See if we can get you to 100. That'd be cool, right? Love to see that. Yeah, so Byron, the one that I was showing you is a prototype, right? Just so you know, the one that I actually let me see if I can go back. It's going to be in some of these older links. I think it was here. Was it here? No, it wasn't this one. Maybe it was this one over here. I hope I didn't close it, or maybe it was Kaiser. Yeah, it was over here. I think I had the link to it. Yeah, so this it's not cheap. I know it's not cheap, but it's better than a prototype. Half the price, almost. Well, not quite, but close. And I did it. So my collection. I'm making payments on it, financing it with my car. Just kidding. Oh, the same place. Oh, Cheeto Bandito. Let's go take a look. Did we already link Cheeto's channel over here? Let's look at that. Okay, give me a couple of interesting links there. Let's make sure it's okay. CEA. There we are. All right, so we're 94. Need 6 more subscribers. If we haven't had a chance, let me go ahead and put the link in there. Oh, you already got it. Who put the link in? Me with Knives? Is that the Cheeto Bandito link? Yeah, that's the Cheeto Bandito link. Okay, cool. So thank you, Me with Knives. Yeah, definitely. If you haven't had a chance, go give him a. There's 6 of us here. We've got 30 people here tonight. So if 6 of you guys haven't maybe had a chance to subscribe, it would be cool if we could get Cheeto Bandito over 100 subscribers. That would be awesome. He's going to give away a picture of an Olamic custom. Right? Isn't that what you're doing? Sugar babies need knives too. Yeah, I agree with you. That's hilarious. All right, so we got a couple of people. Looks like they might have subscribed. Let's see where we're at. 100. Hey, you did it. You got 100, man. Cheeto Bandito. You're at 100. Look at that. All right, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. That's really cool. Congratulations, Cheeto Bandito. He's going to be giving away a picture of a knife. So it's an inside joke. If you weren't here earlier, he was talking about that, and I thought that was hilarious. I liked it. That was really funny. May have to print the picture of yourself. That's awesome. All right. Congratulations, Cheeto Bandito. That's really cool. I'm glad to see that. Yeah, we were looking at Herman's. We were looking at all sorts of different knives. Oh, look at this. This is the earlier link that I had for you. And then we updated it over here. Yeah, to 100. So that's cool. We'll close that. We'll close that. Close that. What else? All right, so yeah, so we were talking up there earlier, just so you know, this is the prototype. And this prototype, the same version of the prototype, if you go to eKnives, they're selling another prototype for a whole lot more there. Matter of fact, let me see if it's still on sale over there. I'm going to go to that real quick. eKnives. .com, right? Is it eknives.com? Nope. Can't be reached. Okay. Is it eknives store? Am I not putting it in the correct link? Oh, it helps if I learn how to spell, right? Let's see here. I think they had the Wraith. I wonder if they still have it. Okay. That's oh, so you can get the Wraith. You can still get the same Wraith that I bought for more. I got it for $16 less because I got it from that other site. But here is the, I thought they had a prototype in here. Maybe they sold it. Wait, yeah, here's a prototype. They're selling it for $950. Okay, well, it was more originally. This was selling for like $1,200. I could have sworn it said $1,200. But theirs is for $980. So this one's $30 more here as opposed to theirs. And then this one is about $16 more than this one was, but they already sold out of that one. It's it's carbon fiber, but it's, if you look at this back part right here, this is titanium. And this is a carbon fiber inlay. But if you look at, you have to go to, I will do an unboxing and close-up video so you can have a much better view of it, because there's nothing out there on this knife, which is really surprising. It is an integral titanium, and then this carbon fiber lays on top of it. And this, I think the cutout here is to make it lighter. Okay. It's going to be my womb day escape present to myself. That's a good idea. I like that. You do plan to do a giveaway, but haven't decided what prize it would be. Well, you know, here's the thing with Cheeto Bandito. If you're going to do something before the big 1K giveaway, what I recommend is, you know, it's up to you, whatever you want to do. That's really your call. But, you know, I tried to pace myself because I know some people gave some really big giveaways originally, and I want to be consistent. You know, if what you see is what you're going to consistently see as the channel grows, some of the things may become a little more generous, but I don't want to, you know, just try to hype up one big giveaway and then let everybody down the road. I kind of wanted to be consistent. That was my approach to it. That's why you see me give mostly, you know, a lot of really, I think, better budget knives away. For the big 2K giveaway, I had I think a nicer knife and a nicer budget knife and then another budget knife. So, you know, as we're getting close to, well, I don't know if we're getting close to 3K, but we're a quarter way to 3K, right? So we're at 2,250 plus, I think, somewhere around there now. Yeah. So we're 750 or less than 750 away from there. I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit nicer at that point. So that's kind of what I was going to do. But you know, you could do something like a tool. You could do a knife pouch, something that a pry bar. There's you can do a. There's a lot of good knives out there. Some Sencut knives that are a little less expensive. I think those are all great ideas. Things that I would like to look at some point, right? So. Oh, I just hit that. A cheese knife. Hey, you know, if it's really nice enough, it could be perfectly great. Oh, NC Blade? Yeah, I think I've checked those out, guys. I might actually have the link for them. I like to go to eKnives just to look, because sometimes they have stuff that nobody else has, and that to me makes it fun, right? That's why I go to American Blade Works, because American Blade Works has many times some knives that no one else has, and it's like one of those dealers that isn't as well known by a large majority. So like if Knife Works or Blade HQ get stuff, they sell pretty quick because everybody goes there, right? But let me check them out. Yeah, definitely should check them out. So it's, I'm pretty sure I've been there. NC Blade Store or something like that. Is it Knives or something? I don't forget what it's called. NC Blade. Okay, yep. This is the one. I've been to this one. And I actually have that in my links. Let me see. Knife stores. Yeah, there they are, right there. I have them linked. So there we are. Matter of fact, if you're curious, I have, let's see, what do we have? We have Schism Gallery. So if you ever want to go to a place, if you're desperate for a ProTech and you can't find a ProTech anywhere at all, and you're so desperate that you're willing to pay the actual list price and not a discount price, but if you wait, they'll have sales, and their sale is like the normal regular price. But they have everything. I could have bought a Mordex there. My Bigfoot knife, and I passed on it like an idiot. But anyways, but I would have to pay more than I should. That's an interesting place. I like to go to Caviezel. They have a lot of interesting stuff. African Sporting Goods, that's where you get the Imambas, Monkey's Edge. They do a lot of like custom work, but really cool. You can get some really crazy knives there, right? There's a whole bunch of places. I mean, but I've got a bunch of links in here for a lot of places that I go to just to look, because sometimes you can find something, right? A new poop knife kit. What's that, Thomas? A what? From where? That's hilarious, man. I don't know why you said that, but that's hilarious. A poop knife kit. You gotta let me in on the story on that one. That one's kind of interesting. I'd love to hear a little bit more about that. The Stivian. Oh man, you guys are great. DNK knives is another option. Okay, DNK knives, let's look. Wonder if I have them linked. If I don't, I'd be surprised. Huh, I don't know if I have them. Let's take a look. DNK knives. I actually have not been here. Huh. I'm gonna have to save that. Let me add that to my list. There we go. All right. That's cool. All right, so what do they have here? Folding knives? I've not been here before. That's kind of a cool site. I always like finding new places, right? Because you never know what you can find. Somebody was telling me one time they were looking for the new Microtech with the RAM lock, and they found them on a store that sells, pew pew parts and pew pews, guns and stuff like that. And so, and I do all that just because I don't want YouTube to demonetize this, because we're not talking about that. We're just talking about tools and knives. But that store had knives, right? And so, yeah, it's crazy that we have to be so careful, right? It's kind of nutty, but anyways, yeah. Okay, so I gotta look at this. What is this? Are you sure you want to leave YouTube? Let me copy that. Is that for the toilet? Oh my God. Okay, hold on. There's actually such a thing. That is, I've never heard of that. I don't know what to say. Okay. All right. I got you. That is legit. It is actually legit. It's almost like the Squatty Potty. Y'all remember the Squatty Potty commercials with the rainbow poop coming out of the unicorn? Yeah. That's up there. But I guess if you need that, then that's important, right? But it definitely looks like it's a silicone kind of based thing, so it's not going to destroy your toilet and scratch it. So I guess that's good. Holly Young, welcome. Yeah, Well, you missed a lot of discussions. We got Cheeto Bandito up to 100 subscribers, which is super cool, and we did the giveaway. We did that early, but then we also been talking about what is your biggest regret in knives that you didn't purchase or you missed out on that you had a chance to get, and then we were talking about different knife designs and stuff, and then we've been here at poop knives, which is a legitimate thing. I didn't think it was, but it is actually a legitimate thing. Yeah, here, I'll show you. Here's the link in case you think this is made up. It's an actual poop knife. And you can get socks to go with that. So if you want to advertise your poop knife, there you go. Well, Byron, I don't know if Play-Doh creates stuff for the poop knife. I think you I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right then. There we go. I don't think I'm going to be able to look at that with a straight face, but it's legit. It's actually legit. And I think it was suggested that Cheeto Bandito, he was looking for a knife to give away. He could do the poop knife. And I don't know. I mean, you know, Cheeto Bandito, if you do that, you would definitely have one of the most unique giveaways I think I'd ever seen. And I think just for the sheer funniness of that, you might consider it as a funny gag gift. Maybe have another knife as a backup, but it would be funny. I don't know. I would enjoy it. I would laugh. Can you get RG scales? If you pay him enough, I'm sure he would do it. He would think you were joking, but if you paid him enough, he would be like, okay, whatever you want. He started off as a custom guy. You would get him and do custom orders. And he's at the point now where he'll get you in a queue for, like, his books are open and you still order them. And they technically are still custom scales, right? It's still RG Custom Metalworks. But he's getting into more of a production because he's doing pair 2s and pair 3 scales. And right now, that's all he's focusing on. That's all he can focus on. And he has way many more orders than he does have time to make them. Thomas. Oh, man, that's hilarious. Okay. Thomas, you are cracking me up tonight. That's great. That is hilarious. Laser etched. Oh, Byron, let's go for it. Laser etched. What else could we do? Do you think we could anodize it? Maybe anodization. Maybe we could. What else could we do? Anodization, laser etched, RG Custom Metalwork scales. What else? What else could go on that thing? Poop knives, I cannot smile. I know. I don't know about you, Holly, but, you know, I didn't think it was real, but it is. And when I looked at it, my face was almost like, okay, you know, like, is that real? So there you go. A lanyard. Oh, of course. And you need a lanyard to tie with it. So we need a lanyard hole. You need a lanyard. And what do you have at the end of the lanyard? Oh, it's got to be a little titanium poop emoji. Right? A little lanyard titanium poop emoji. That would be perfect. A little poop emoji with the eyes and smiling right at you. Yeah, I never thought it'd be a thing, but here we are. You and me both. You and me both. Honestly, I never thought it would be a thing, but yeah, here we are. I don't know what to say. So that's one of the more unique things tonight, I have to say, that I've come across. Hey, El Cap Addict, thanks for joining. Appreciate you being here this evening. You have a great night. Yeah, we're at 9:22. We'll probably, hang out for a few more minutes. If we want to stay to 10 talk, that's fine. If people got to go, I respect that too. But I'm enjoying talking about this. Oh yeah, I did see that. OCD for EDC, his wife was talking about that. They got the laser machine and they can do all sorts of laser etching. Yeah, that's really cool. I would That would be really cool. I think that would be really neat. Now, maybe not for a poop knife, but I think it'd be really cool for like a custom gift or something like that. I would really like that, because I'm pretty sure that's what Blade HQ does when you order if you want it engraved, it's just a laser etch. But it's nice to know that you don't have to order it at the time you buy the knife. You could do something aftermarket. I think that would be cool, because aftermarket, like if I wanted to give this as a knife, I would build this, right? I would want to build this first, but it would be cool to put something laser etched on here, right? If I was going to give this as a gift, I think that would be really nice. So anyways. The Evo Typhoon. Yeah. So I saw the Evo Typhoon and I ended up, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it. And then when I saw it, it was almost like, I thought it was the Mini Evo. And I was like, that's not the Mini Evo. It's the Evo Typhoon. And because my experience with the Mini Evo was not good. And I think it was just that one knife. I'm 99.9% sure I had. The detent nub was not the same as this. And everybody who does actually have a Mini Evo and an Evo Typhoon says their action is exactly the same. I can tell you, if I had the Mini Evo and this, it's not the same at all. The one I had. This is what I always expected. All my other Sharp by Design knives have this action right here. This is the action that I'm used to having. My Mini Tempest and all the other ones, they were perfect like this. And so, anyways, I say all that because you can still get a Mini Typhoon, a Mini Evo. Sorry, you can get a Mini Evo at certain places, and it's made me almost consider, do I want a Mini Evo? But this is not enough of a size difference for me to do that. So for you, if you wanted the Evo Typhoon, if the Mini Evo is not too small for you, there's still some out there you might consider getting. Just a thought. All right, so you got to hit the hay, Byron. You have a good night. Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. The gun gear. Oh, the gun gear. The Renegade Provisions. Man, yeah, that sounds. I'm pretty sure I know which one you're talking about. That's pretty cool. I got an email from EMP EDC that the last production of the Relatives was a few days ago. Does that mean? Well, it could be this production. I don't know. If it could be the Relative, there might be a Relative version 2, right? So he had the Nimble version 2, he had the Nimble X version 2. So I don't know if that's it. Just like Sharp by Design says, this is the last. He said he's not going to make the Evo Typhoon anymore. But he said that, I thought Metal Complex said he said that in maybe 2017, and then he did one in 2019, and then he did one in 2023. So I don't know. I mean, it is the last one. It could be the last intended purchase or production run at the time. But I don't think he would not make any more. I couldn't imagine him doing that. It makes me almost want to go there. So let's do EMP EDC Relative. Let's take a look. Spatula. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, Byron. Thanks so much. Okay, so the thing about the Smoky Mountain Knife Works discount code, they always will give you a 10%. And the trick for that is, and I'm not trying to play the system, but what you got to do is make sure you clear out your browser and go in, look at a knife, put it in your basket, and then they'll start linking and saying, hey, are you interested in buying this knife, right? And then you come back, you put it in your browser. So first of all, just clear out all your information so you're not logged in so they know it's you, right? And then just, if you're a new customer, a lot of times they'll give you that link to say, hey, do you want 10% off? And then you can get 10% off. Now, it may take a while. It all depends on how their algorithm and their website works. But if you're really looking, and that 10% is going to be the difference between you buying a knife, not buying a knife, or affording a knife, I would try that route first, because I've done that when I need it. You know, you wanted the $40, $50 off on something that was kind of a big purchase, right? So, or maybe even more if it's a big purchase. That might be worth considering. But, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Here, let me go over there. So here's the EMP EDC. So to finish that thought real quick, let's go to the relative. What? You can buy the relative right now. It's available if you want the black. Okay, that one's sold out. Wait. You can get the blacked out one. What? Did y'all know this? You can get the relative right now? No, I don't. I'm not going to do... yeah, I don't do the gold zircotai. Mokume, no. Ooh, the zircotai. Oh, you can get... Well, no, you can't get that one. Can't get that one. But you can get the zircotai clip. Oh, the zircotai clip. Okay, hold on. I want to see what that looks like. Does anybody have one of them with a zircotai clip on there? Let's see what that looks like. Oh, let's just look at that. Just with the zircotai clip without the blade. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's, I may just put that in my cart for just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. No, let me refresh the page. Okay, so that's available still. That's still available, El Cap Addict. That's available. No, Damasteel's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. And that one's gone. But if you're okay with the LMAX drop point, if you want the satin finish blade, looks like this is satin, right? Is it satin? I think it's satin. I think that's a satin blade. Yeah, satin blade. And then the other one, if you wanted all the blacked out one, you can get that. You can do that. All right. So, anyways, I know some of you guys were looking for the relative. Just something to think about. And just so you know, he does Zezel. So if you're Zezeling, if for payments of $89.75 makes it a little more palatable, there you go. Might be worth looking at. Oh, and the TRM Atom and Altai. So here's the thing. The TRM Atom and Altai, I will tell you, their production has really been, they've been really good on their production. I can almost get the TRM titanium at any point. They're really good about producing those titanium scales. And you can, worst case with the Atom is you can order the naked Atom, which is with no scales. They drop those every once in a while. And then you can order the titanium scales by themselves. And they have those pretty regularly available as well. And I say regularly, way more regularly than ordering like a special run like from BezTech for like the relative. I just think from history, and I could be wrong, but from history, it seems to me that if you're conflicted and you're probably would at some point like to have both, and you're kind of which one should you get now? It seems to me the relative right now, the fact that there's some in stock, every time I see these in stock, they're like this for a little bit of time, and then when I come back, they're gone. Maybe get this one first and then get the TRM Atoms, because even though if you go to TRM Atoms, get on the mail list. What's her name? The wife. There's a mail list that they have. Let me go to it. Yeah, we're gonna TRM Atom. We're gonna leave the poop knife. We're gonna let that kind of pass away. I still can't believe that's a real thing, right? A poop knife. So here's the TRM liner lock with flat scales. So it says it's out of stock right now. But let's do knives. So it says out of stock regularly here. There's a mailing list here at the bottom. Let me find it. Where's her? You sign up. Yeah, here it is. Subscribe to our newsletter. Yeah, so subscribe to the newsletter. You want to subscribe to this. You get it from, I forget the what's her name. I want to say it's Holly, but it's not. She's the wife, I believe, of the guy who owns the place. And what you do is they'll let you know about when they drop and when they're going to release. Like, here's something I bet you didn't know. The Shadows, you know, the Shadows, their Access Able Lock version that they have. This one right here. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. This right here, which is like next to impossible to get. They're dropping some Wednesday night between 7:15 and 8:30. And that's all they're going to tell you, between 7:15 and 8:30. So just be on the lookout. And they do that so that, and they don't post it necessarily on Instagram. You get the email, just the email if you're on the list. And so it gives a chance for those people who are legitimately looking for the knife to know, hey, be ready and look on the lookout. And so you have a relatively good chance to get one. So that's something that's dropping that I like that knife. But if I'm going to get this knife, honestly, this one, I want the titanium version. That's the one I really would love to get. I don't want just the jet black 3D contoured. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong. But this one is not as much as I'm like, oh, I got to have this one. As much as I would be more inclined to get the, oh, I'm right here. Be more inclined to get like the next one that I would like to get is going to be the Neutron. I would like to get a, where is it? Where's the Neutron? Here, a Neutron with the titanium scales. But I would like this one here. I want the diamond studs. I'd like this version. That's the one that I think I would like to get next. Now I've had my TRM Atom. This is almost 3 years old, right? I've had this forever. And it's still as good as I've always had it. And it's fantastic. So, but I think a Neutron would be cool with those diamond texture. But I can run into those very regularly. And if you pay attention, you have a much better chance and you'll continuously have a chance to get them. That's my suggestion. All right, so I was going to show you Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Let me see if I can do this. Smoky Mountain, here we go. A lot of times if you pop in like this, here it is. You see this right here, this coupon down here, get 10% off. Okay, wait, hold on. I have to show you the whole web page. Let me get rid of my face. Here we go. So first thing it's going to ask you is confirm, yes, I'm 18. And then this is what happened. Here's the coupon. You enter your email address in a fresh web page like this. Put it in, right? And you can put it in there, and then you can enter it and get your code. Okay? Does that help? That way it's your own code and you're not relying on somebody else's code that might already be used. But there's no like RNK10 like I have with White Mountain Knives. That's for these guys. They'll do this for you. But this will work. The cool thing about their codes, I've found, at least for these codes, they work on everything. I get 10% off everything. I don't think there's any restrictions. Are there? Oh, wait. Nope, there is a restriction. Antique knives, and it restricts against Benchmade, Gerber, Leatherman, Microtex, Spyderco, Vitronox, Wusthof, Jack Wolf knives, and Zero Tolerance. Well, that's a bummer. I know in Spyderco, I thought I got 10% off at White Mountain Knives. What are you looking to get 10% off of? Yeah, it doesn't work on Spyderco and Benchmade. I know it works on Willamette Custom. Yeah, Holly Young. You know, I wanted to enter the Rosie giveaway, the Roosevelt that they had last night or the night before. They had like 100 of them. There was up for the lottery, and I thought of entering, but you have to have $750 cash right up front, and there's no Zella, there's no anything. You got to just fork out the cash, and you have so much time before you get dropped and another person gets in the lottery. It was an exclusive pair too. Okay, yeah. I thought White Mountain Knives. Let's see. thought White Mountain knives sometimes allow that. So is this the Crewware one, or is this the what is this? Crewware? Which is this one? Crewware. Yeah. So let's see. Now it's out of stock. What else do they have? Oh, here's the S110V. That's in stock right now, by the way. If you're looking for the Spyderco the Paramilitary 3 and S110V, if I didn't already have this in S45VN, that S110V would be really cool on these scales. That is almost tempting as well. But let me show you. I think this one works too for the code. I thought it did. Let me look. Yep, it did. See, that's 5462. So let me go ahead and get rid of the Mallory designs. Yeah, so some Spydercos work there. So there's my 10% off for the Spyderco. Just something to think about. Oh, the jungle one. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so you didn't get that one when it was on sale. Oh, wait, no, that's a jungle one. That's not the red lava cob. Lava. What is it? Red lava fat carbon, right? That's the one we're talking about. Sorry. Yeah, where is it? Pair 2. Where's the search? Where's the search? There we are. This one right here, right? M4. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's cool. I wonder, did you try the 10% off to see if that worked? Yeah, and if you do Kresk over here, the 10% off, by the way, Kresk, if you do that, I mean, I know there's lots of other people who have their White Mountain Knives codes, but I have RNK10 if you happen to remember to use Rob's Nerdy Knives code. It helps the channel out. If you guys want to, if you're so inclined, if you're buying something while you're watching me live, I'd appreciate it and be very grateful for that. So thank you. I mean, you still get 10% off no matter what, but I understand there may be others that you want to support too, and I totally respect that. But if you happen to be here and want to use the RNK10, that'd be awesome. I think they were looking for the M4. Now, I thought White Mountain Knives had an M4 version. What's going on over here? Oh, so the 10% off. See, after a while, it's going to drop me in because it's, you know, I'm not signing up for it. But now think about here, they might sometimes have them, but then later they have more. Pair 3, pair 3, pair 3, pair 3. This one, is this the S? Oh, this is S90V. Okay, that one's not available. That's the camo, so it's probably S45VN. Yeah, S45VN, S45. That's S30V. Yeah, I would not get that. I like this S110V. All right, so there you go. By Renegade EDC. No, I don't know. Let's take a look. I haven't heard that one. Renegade EDC. Let's take a look. What is this? Can I click it? There we go. Oh, this looks familiar. Oh, yes, I think I've heard of this knife, but let's take a look at their, where is there a link here somewhere? Renegade's gear, maybe? Well, that's a cool looking Chavez. I'm not finding what you're talking about, the Nom or the GOM or whatever. Oh, okay, GOM, God of Mischief. Oh, okay, you're giving me the acronym. All right, I'd hit play, but the problem is, you know, hit and play, I can get a copyright strike. So I have heard of that. I've heard some good things about it, but I have not handled it. I've seen some people do some reviews and some impressions. I don't know if it's released yet. Yeah, I don't see anything here for it. I think this might be part of it right there. Is there a way to search the site? Oh, here we go. Ooh. Man, that font is dark. It's hard to see, right? I mean, that web page with dark, you got to do a white. You really should change that fonts there. That's all right. So there's a link there for it. I've heard of it. I've seen people review it, but it's not one that I'm interested. One that I know. Spatula. Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate the spatula. Hey, my oldest son. He used to, he asked me one time, I think he was 12, and he goes, "Hey Dad, I really like those chocolates. Is there a chance we can get some more of those Godiva chocolates?" And I looked at him, I said, "You mean Godiva? Godiva? I can't talk. Godiva chocolates?" He goes, yeah, those. Okay, so yeah, I understand. We all probably have something like that. Yeah, El Cap Addict, I think the Strix is really cool. I definitely agree. The Axon is nice. I've been really toying with the idea of another Vero. The one I had the Vero Axon, the full-size one, and it was just, I don't know, it was kind of big, and I didn't carry it a whole lot. But I like the mini, what's the other one that I have? Saw it at Rec. You got that midnight. You got that midnight blue para. Yeah, that's in the S110V, right? Cavity search. Yeah, that's what my. Oops, I'm flipping left. Sorry. That's what my Manix 2 is. It's the S110V as well. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. Can we see that? S110V there. So it had the blue scales originally until I put these rock scales on there. I have to scroll down. There's nothing to scroll down to here. I did a search, so it's not allowing me to go down. So let's go ahead and look at the, which is the one you wanted to look at. The one you talked about is you like the Vero. Well, I was going to tell you about the Rec knives. Oh, the Urban EDC Microstrike. That looks interesting. I definitely agree with you. That could be certainly an interesting knife. It's one that I have toyed with, but just haven't really jumped on. The Microstrike, let's find that. I wouldn't mind getting an F5.5 in titanium. That would be really cool. I would love to have gotten the Sagaya pattern or something. Oh well. Maybe they'll drop that again. All right, so the Microstrike. Oh, look at that. There's a ProTech. Oh, that's expensive. Wow. Wow. That is a lot. Oh yeah, they're gonna do the drop on Wednesday for the Malibus, I thought, right? Is that Wednesday they're gonna be doing that, or was that last Wednesday? Oh, yeah, here, and you can get your 10% off here. If you go, let's go, just about every time you'll get 10%. I've never not gotten 10%. Let me see if I'm wrong. There we go. So you always get 10%. Okay, so the Microstrike, let's find that. And I'm not spelling it correctly. How did you spell it? Micro Strike. Oh, this is the Micro Strike? Am I not saying it right? I think this is the one with the Sagaya pattern. I think they have, yeah, this is the one with the Sagaya pattern. I think that's really cool. Now, here's the thing about that. It is a thumb stud only deployment. And I'm typically I don't like just a single deployment method, right? It's a single deployment. It looks really, really nice. It does. I mean, I love that clip. That clip is gorgeous. That reminds me, how can I say this? It's kind of what I would love every Sharp by Design clip to be, right? Because that one's always rounded and soft. A lot of times the Sharp by Design clips tend to be a little sharp. This one was much better on the Evo Typhoon. This is probably the least sharp clip I've ever had. And I was ready to buff it out if I had to, but I didn't have to. But that clip on this one is fantastic. Yeah. And I love that this Sagai pattern is just gorgeous. There's no question about that. Let's see here. You can see the clip right there. Look at that. Nicely rounded. Really, really rounded well. Oh, let me clip on that. Look at that. Really well. So I do like that. That's a cool one. That stud, yeah. Yeah, you look at that. The stud is definitely into the sharpening and really close to the cutting line. You're right, right there. So if you're going to sharpen this is one of these where you would have to have your if you use like an assisted, like I use a KME sharpener, I would have to clip it up here and I would have to come down at an angle like this to the sharpening edge this way. Because I wouldn't want to come over here and scratch that and then scratch into the sharpening choil. So you'd have to kind of sharpen at this edge right here to kind of avoid that. Otherwise you're going to scratch that up. You're right. And is that a volcano stud too? I didn't think. Is it? Let's look. Yeah, they're volcano studs. All right, so that's fine. But yeah, you're definitely going to have to do that for sure. I mean, it's doable as long as you're okay with that. And if you want full cutting edge capability, you're going to be cutting through a lot of things, then maybe this is not the right knife, right? You maybe want something with that doesn't have any studs at all. Maybe you want something with just a fuller. You know, that's another option, right? The Synapse. Oh, the Synapse. Yeah, that's a nice one. It's better than the spatula knife, right? So the Synapse. That sounds real familiar. It's one of those. Come on, Synapse. Oh, that's not quite what I wanted. The mini Synapse we're talking about. You know, the one I was talking about was actually on rec. Did I close rec already? Here we are. Usually it's listed right away in their brand new knives. Okay, let's just do a Vero search. Yeah, here it is, the Vero Synapse. This one's out of stock though. The ones I was looking at, they actually had in stock. Did they sell out? Did they finally sell out of them all? Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I missed it. Dang it. But yeah, that was the one, the Synapse. You're right. The one I really was looking at that I really looked intriguing to me was something like this, the blacked out version with Ultim. I don't know. This kind of looks really cool. I know some people aren't into Ultim. I believe that's Ultim, right? Isn't that Ultim? Yeah, it's Ultim. I like that look. I thought that was really cool. And that the size of that blade, overall length, oh no, it's not that one. That one's too short. No, it can't be this. It's not the Synapse because the one I was talking about is like 7.5 inches. So let's try to find that. It's mini something. It's, come on, where are you? Or maybe it's not a mini after all. Maybe it's, is it the Neuron? It's not the Axon. It's not the mini Axon. Well, maybe it is this. Maybe it's this one. I thought this was a bigger knife. Yeah, it's not. That's not it. Okay, I don't know which one it is then. I'm sorry. P scale. P scale. You know, I have a tool that I really do enjoy that I actually use my Urban EDC points, because if you buy enough at Urban EDC, you get some points. And that's my little screwdriver. And that's made out of Ultem. So I guess this is my P screwdriver, my P screw. So I don't know what you want to call that. There you go. But I like it because, you know, you can fidget with it. It just kind of keeps going. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's one of these knives. I know when I look at on my phone, it's there, but it looks like they're sold out. So, oh well, we missed out on it. I missed out on it, not you guys. P scales. I like that. Oh, on your Renegade EDC site? Is that are you talking about Renegade EDC? Not River's Edge Cutlery, right? Is that what you're talking about, Holly Young? Oh, there it is. Is that the one you were talking about? Yeah, it is available. Let's see that. I thought it was bigger. I must be wrong. I don't know if that's going to be too small. I mean, it's under 7 inches. I prefer a knife that's right at least 7 inches to 8.5 inches is about my sweet spot for a knife. I mean, I get that this one here is probably, and that's the, this one's probably a little bit over that. Let's see here. That's, what are we at? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just shy of, well, look at this one. I'm just a hair shy of 7 inches. So this one, but I'm okay with this one because I have a finger trowel, right? So I can finger trowel that. And that gets me into that sweet spot area. If it didn't have that finger trowel, it would be, I think it would be too small. And same thing with the Pair 3. The Pair 3 gets me into that sweet spot because of the finger trowel as well. But I think this one's right at, I think it's over 7 inches. Yeah, it's over 7 inches. So, but that's my only worry about that. Oh, by the Hanks, the Renegade. Okay, I saw what you're saying. Well, do I still have that? I don't know if I closed it. Did I close that? That's Grismo. That's Heretic. Relative, Spyderco. All right, so let's go back to that. So you're saying it's by the handkerchiefs. So I went too fast. That's a cool case, by the way. So let me slow down. There it is. All right. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this one. It's a different aesthetic. I like it, but I'm not sure I love it. Does that make sense? I like it, but I'm not sure I love it. It's I bet it's hollow grind. Is that a hollow grind? Looks like it's a hollow grind. What are we doing here? Stop. Why does that page keep coming down? Do we have any more images? That's it? No. Trying to see if there's anything. Does it say if it's a hollow grind or a flat grind? Doesn't say. It looks like it's a hollow grind, though, to me. I don't know. All right, Cheeto Bandito, have a great evening. Appreciate you being here. Thanks so much. And I appreciate you guys, all the well wishes on my wife. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. You guys, that's pretty awesome. So thank you. So Sensor 226, you were talking about, were you talking about the Para 2, the one that you thought looks nice, or are you talking about the Synapse, the one I was looking at? All right, Kresk, thanks for joining. We're going to be wrapping it up anyways. It's 9:58. It's about 10 o'clock. So we'll probably be signing off here in just a couple of minutes. So that way everyone can head on out either to bed or on to bigger and better things. But hey, thanks so much for everybody being here this evening. I really appreciate that. I hope you guys had a good time with the giveaway. I enjoyed talking knives as always. And I'd love to hear more stuff from you guys. Should be a fun week this next week. One of the things that is coming in, if you didn't know, Golden Design Works, their standard is he's shipping this week. So if any of you guys did the pre-order of that one, I actually did a pre-order on that one. It should be shipping this week as well. So if you guys haven't had a chance to check that out, that's a cool knife. So there you go. All right. Well, you guys have a great evening. Thanks so much for joining me. Again, thank you for the well wishes and the thoughts and the prayers for my wife. I really do appreciate that. She'll continue to be improving, and I'm very happy about that. So thank you. Enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun, and it always is. I always like talking knives. I mean, we can talk forever, but we should probably end the broadcast at some point. So I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and say, maybe good night, y'all. Bye.